guy is like at full HP, isn't there? Like I didn't do anything. I hit him like
he's taking dick all damage.
I hit him like once. Bear got a crit.
Yeah, you got a sneak attack off.
I could come help you, or I could go pangolin hunting. It's really up to you.
Go pangolin hunting. I want to. It's not gonna work, but like.
No, you've got this. I trust you.
Okay, we ended on combat. The boar guy continues fighting, chasing Alta and her fucking cat, who's not taking any damage despite being locked in with that man. Belladonna,
don't mention that.
Under the water. Please help her. Pangolin man abducted Robert Rifle. Where is he? Where could he be? Why are they kidnapping him? What's the situation?
What is with this?
Yeah, what's the deal? I need to make sure I look at my turn order that I have on my text document instead of anything else, because it's I think it includes the ally NPCs that were not rolled. Maybe it was. Oh, it includes the enemies, I think.
Yeah.
So I couldn't import their stat blocks. Okay, let's see. So yes, the first turn is Belladonna. Belladonna, you find yourself under the water. The water rushes up behind you as you're pointing your sniper at this boar man. And as the water breaches past your waist, your crocojaws disappear. Anastasia looks at you longingly. She thinks she's gonna melt, but then she looks and she's fine.
Yeah. And then she comes and grabs me because she's a special little girl and I love her. So...
Roll animal handling. She hates you, actually.
I'm rolling animal handling for my own steed that I made.
Who's attached to you via your soul.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a bit of a diva. You never know.
Yeah, but we're divas together. So
we could have worked Diva into the crew name.
Oh, we could have.
Portia's favorite
Diva Town! Go get her!
Portia's favorite divas. Okay.
Have alarm system on the ship. Diva down, Diva overboard.
So it is my turn.
Yep, it's your turn. Start
Okay.
the turn cycle.
Okay. Anastasia's gonna fly over to me. So here, and then she's gonna grab me. Does she need to make a check of some kind? Or...
She needs to make me a con check to see how much damage she takes. As she
Okay,
reaches in 10 feet below the water. It is within her reach, but it's the water to her is like acid to a person. It's just gonna melt away at her, hurt like hell.
I have to get up her stat block.
How much health does she have?
She's
loads of health.
Yeah. Oh, she's
44 right now.
What the fuck?
So she has a +3 to con? Yes.
Okay, she fails. She's going to take a lot of acid damage as she reaches in, feels the curse of the sea rip away at her. 19, not a...
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Belladonna, you're up and pulled onto Anastasia's back. She sort of just bites on around your waist and lifts you up and tosses you over this really spiky bit between her wings.
Oh, she does get me.
Yeah, it's just how much damage she takes doing it. The con is just to see if she would half the damage or not, and she doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought it was going to be she takes damage and then she also doesn't get me.
No, she got you.
Well, after she flies over, she has 5 more feet of movement, so I'm going to be plopped literally 5 foot across.
Don't trip.
And I swear to God, if this fucking pangolin tries to push me...
Don't say that.
And then she's gonna dash and fly back on over. She's not close enough to Alta just yet, but she's on her merry way.
Okay. She makes it over to the drill car, not quite at the boar man, who's currently in a full boar form on all fours, chasing Alta, murderous look in his eyes. Angry wild boar.
She does like a crocodile hiss.
The grind runner kind of reverberates as she does this weird hiss with like a gurgling sound.
Yeah. Imagine a horse hissing at you like that.
You see, as soon as she looks at Alta, she like does like a polite little wave to make sure that you know that the hiss is not directed at you. She like stops it immediately and just gives you a nice little...
How's Bear feeling about it?
Bear is like, at first was terrified of Anastasia, but has gotten used to her. And Bear just sort of like hisses back as Anastasia hisses, and then also just sort of he does like a slow cat blink, which Anastasia can't see, but that is like a cat's way of showing they trust you. He does it in response to also notices Anastasia can't see.
Just because she doesn't have eyes doesn't mean she can't see.
Yeah, he is like 40 feet away and a cat.
Okay.
It's a bit hard to tell.
I'm kind of like covering him, you know? I'm like, because I don't want him in danger.
Yeah, it's a little hard. So is that your turn?
Oh, I have my action now. I forgot because I've been saved. Woohoo!
Does Anastasia go at the end of your turn or not, though? Or can she go whenever?
I actually don't know those rules.
Probably just say she acts on your turn, so I don't know what that means, yeah.
Yeah, she's a steed, so I'm pretty sure that, like...
Okay,
especially if it's just movement.
So summons would go at the end of your turn, but I'd say for your steed, it's different rules where they share your initiative, but they can act. You guys can, like, intertwine your turns, essentially. Yep, that's fine. You have your action, then.
Okay. I think... Doesn't the boar have a favored mark on him? Because when the giant died, I swapped it. Yeah. Okay. In that case, shooting him twice.
Sneaky.
30 and a 20. I'm assuming hits.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess that kind of hits. I guess. Like in a like
just about, you know.
So.
Yeah, he feels bad for not giving the paralysis thing.
Yeah,
so
like, it's gonna miss him, but he jumps in front. Yeah.
Yeah.
In case it hits Alta, because he's actually a good guy all this time.
So 10 plus 12 is 22 plus 14 is 36.
Okay. He halves this. Still big damage.
Uncanny dodge, thank you. He's raging.
Go for you. He oinks in response. He does like a full like it hurts your ears out loud. He does like a pig just like squeal in response that he wasn't doing before, but he's in his full boar form now. And it's kind of a jump scare from behind. Is that all you're doing in your turn then?
I don't think there is any way for me to try and look for the pangolin guy anyway, and I could technically heal. Does Anastasia take short rests?
Yes, she has a number of hit die equal to the hippogriff.
Okay.
Give me a investigation check.
Investigation.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
The devious square on the map.
Don't even worry about it.
You currently don't notice anything. Ignore that.
I don't like you.
Otta takes her turn to do a big old dash action. Just try and get her. Actually, no, I think she stays over this direction and just... She tries to, like, block the exit to the quarry. But, like, it is big enough, but, like, she's hoping that it'll be, like... If someone brushes past her, she'll notice. Just because Robert Rifle, she was just defending him with Belladonna, and now he's gone. So is going to stay on duty for that. And then next up is Incus. Oh, Incus should have been first, but Incus. Yeah.
I also shout over to Alta, and I'm just like, make sure you don't kill him. We need him alive.
Oh.
We'll get him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what I can do.
Bear looks at Alta. Might have to kill this guy, Alta. Incus uses his turn to bonus action dash and flex, and he's just like, everybody, please watch.
But he used his bonus action, his action. What did he use to flex?
His object interaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
He interacts with his muscles. He jumps in, diving into this core. He does a cannonball into the water. Kind of like half slowly swims over. And then when he gets out, he does this like cool, like a Spider-Man pose. And that's his turn.
Good for him.
That's as far as he makes it.
Whatever.
He kind of like makes sure that everyone's watching before and after he gets in the water. But like in the middle, it's a bit of an awkward mess. He just doggy paddles really fast. He's not got great technique.
Maybe Ferrum saw it.
Maybe. Yep, and then it's Alta.
Okay. So I know what Belladonna just said. But like... okay, alright, the devious square is not gonna really work out for me, because I will kill my cat, and I don't really want to do that. I know the logical option is just for me to hit this guy, because I have advantage on this attack, because I got a risky gambit. Can we have a discussion?
What's up?
So, like, if I waited until... Actually, does he go between me and Bear's turn, or after?
After both of you.
After both of you.
So you know the pangolin
Would Bear
goes...
be able to give me the help action if I was to engage in some grappling maneuvers?
Ooh, Oh, I'll say so, yeah. Bear isn't able to grapple himself, so he can try and help.
Okay.
He just essentially like jumps on the board guy's face and tries to make him distracted.
And would he be able to let go if this progressed to waterboarding?
Yeah, I guess so. He's just helping you like grapple or push.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna Thunderwave, but I hit. I could also, I guess, get Bear to move and then Thunderwave. But
yeah.
I'll try this.
Or it can be like on your back.
Yeah, I'll try hit him first, because I was gonna use my action to Thunderwave and then try grapple if that fails. But I feel like I'll just hit him, and then if the grapple fails, it's like it still did something, you know?
Okay.
Because I get advantage on this. I got my sneak. I'm just gonna jump him, honestly.
Okay.
He's right in front of me. I'm just gonna jump him.
He starts chasing you. He looks a pig. You run really far away. You realize he catches up, and then you just stop running and stab him instead.
Stop and jump him.
It kind of jump scares him that you stopped.
Oh, okay. That is a 21. Yeah.
That hits too. Yep.
Nice. Okay, so I am going to use a bonus action to attempt to grapple him. And Bear's gonna jump out and help, I guess.
Okay.
So that's athletics, yep.
Yep. Athletics contest.
I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life!
Well, let's see if he fails. If he gets 2 nat ones.
I actually, I could have done it.
Yeah, those are some bad rolls.
Terrible thing. I could have done it.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Evan, I want to... Oh my god.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, man, whatever.
Damn.
Wow. You don't have to say that, man.
That's a pretty decent sneak attack, though. Come on, man.
It's whatever. It's fine, I guess.
It's not red.
It's brown. It's
not
red. Wow, it's not red. Who cares, man? you know, whatever.
You have a 6 in there, but it also doesn't turn green for some fucking reason. It's such a pessimistic sneak attack.
Don't celebrate your wins, but doom for your losses.
Doom for losses. There's no wins here. There's no winning here. Because now Bear's out. I want to get Bear back. Oh, it's just a disaster.
Smack him right in the head. Hurts. And as you go to grapple him, you go to push this piggy, and he transforms into a hybrid again, and kind of like locks arms with you. Tries to push you back as well. But
Bear, you were meant to get him from the other side.
Bear looks deeply offended at you.
See, now I'm worried about my cat. Because Bear used his turn to do that, so there's nothing I can really do with him.
Oh, okay. So, fueled by cat anxiety, the risky gambit comes out. Which is, of course... Oh, okay. You use the spider climb spell. I don't know if that's useful here, but... Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, across vertical surfaces, and upside down along ceilings, while leaving its hands free. And it gains a climbing speed equal to its walking.
Okay. Evan, tell me right now, is the sky actually fake and it's a big ceiling I can walk around on?
It doesn't seem like it right now.
Then what's the point?
He sees you imbue a fire and he's like, hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Oh, it doesn't really work like that, actually.
I can see that you're getting to choose one willing creature and I'm willing.
Oh, oh, this is really awkward.
Don't go to your cat. Are you gonna be greedy and take it for yourself?
No, I'm not. Actually, I am going to give it to my cat.
Bear gets little spectral hiking boots on. Bear's already decent at climbing, but he gets a little better at it.
Don't say that.
For the time being. This will come in important.
Regrets. I've already got enough regrets.
Okay.
He's never gonna roll that bad again.
That's Bear.
Anyway.
Oh, he used
No,
his
but
turn
that is
to
Bear.
action.
He used the help action.
Bear. What are you doing, man?
I know, right? He could move away, but I'm a little worried about him running away, because I don't want him to get caught in his own. I'm hoping I can keep the guy's attention on me, I suppose, rather than the cat.
Okay.
So I'll keep him with me, I guess. So I'm kind of trying to body block Bear, if that makes sense.
Yep, makes sense. Ferrum, make me a perception check.
Got you. Perception.
You don't notice it right now. You'll notice it on your turn. Something has gone missing from your pockets.
This is why we have that inventory discussion.
No, it was on the boat. It was on the boat.
What could he even take, man? Like,
Ferrum, you can't keep letting this happen. First my cards, now this. Alta gave Ferrum the red salamander fruit for safety, and he has dropped it. And it walked away.
Sorry, guys. It was my headcanon that Ferrum was holding onto it. So you don't have that anymore. Moving on. Every time Alta gets a strong enough magical item, Ferrum just is scripted into getting rid of it. This is how you get
these
PvP.
fucking railroading GMs.
This is how we get PvP. Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
Just trying to get mad at Ferrum.
Alright, let's see. Okay, the pangolin takes his turn.
I wonder what it did.
But where is he? It's almost like he's invisible. And the boar is up next. You see he's got like a little earpiece that he's supposed to be wearing, but it's kind of fallen off into like his like mane, his hair that's like back. He hears it mumbling and he puts it in his ear. And you hear him go, Oh, you've got him. Okay. Yeah, okay. No need to status report so many times. Okay. You've got him. Okay. We can make our escape, but things are getting pretty, kind of like looks over at Alta, looks at Bear, looks at Anastasia, looks at Ferrum coming around, looks at Incas coming around, looks over at Belladonna way in the back. So things are getting a little hairy over here. I'm a little outnumbered. And he just kind of like does this little grin to himself. He's like, all right, Roko, I'm gonna do it. And you just hear like, you can't quite make out what it's saying. He's like, I'm gonna do it. He's like, listen, this doesn't work out. You're the captain. And he goes from his hybrid form, and just in front of you, Alta, he kind of like goes down on all fours, almost on like a sprinting position, like he's about to sprint. And you see his body cover in hair, even in the parts that kind of had like his face that was still skin and had a snout. He just covers in hair, and he has this like puff of smoke appear around him, this like gray smoke. And he looks up at Alta and he says, you're not a power user, so you won't understand, but Zone Frits are pretty powerful in that other Frits, they can awaken and go a step beyond, but only like very late into your life, only after a lot of experience. But us Zone users, we can choose to try and tap into it whenever we want. And he just kind of goes, he says, I hope I'm ready for this, because if not, you're going to have a lot more problems.
Okay, thank you for letting me know this. This is actually very relevant. Something I've been thinking a lot about lately.
Bear starts pushing a little like notepad into your hands.
Yeah, can you tell me more?
Yeah, so if I fail this transformation to awaken, then I will lose control and the boar will take over. I will become a mindless
to my eyes,
monster.
It kind of looks like that's what's happening anyway.
No, I'm in control of the boar.
I look at Bear and like, do you think so? Get a load of this guy.
Bear shakes his head with his eyes closed, disappointed looking. He looks a little superior to this guy. You know?
What happens if you do keep control?
Then my powers will step up one level above, and I don't think any of you guys are going to be able to deal with me. Or at least I'll get a better chance of getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, noted.
Alright, after you're dead and I, drown you, the usual stuff that I like to do, I'm gonna go for the annoying one way in the back, who's way too scared to come near me. I'm gonna make him make a charisma save, and this decides if his awakening, where he can try to trigger this effect within himself to like permanently level up his devil fruit, or if he will become like a mindless animal. And he adds 1 to this. He needs to get a 14. On success, he controls his form. He does it. You see him come out of this form. He gets a lot bigger. And he gets like the mud that was sort of on him that it was running out, that he was just holding onto, that he wasn't like creating. Now it starts forming around his skin as this thick armor. The mud starts flowing. So in some parts it becomes like thick armor, in some parts it becomes liquid, and it makes this giant like ribbon pattern over his neck, a sign that he has awakened his fruit successfully. And the tusks that usually come out of his mouth are also starting to grow on his forearms and in places that don't really make sense. He looks a lot more confident in himself, and he goes, that worked out pretty well.
Was it really that dangerous?
Well, you fuck it up once, you're gone for life.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely writing that one down.
I'm glad you're so interested.
Yeah, I mean, you never know when something like this could happen to you, right?
Yeah, I didn't think it would be today either. Okay,
so
he goes to punch the shit out of you with these big arm blades.
Does he have multi-attack?
He might just have 2 attacks. He's like a new feature as a bonus action now that he's awakened.
Okay.
He's got a little bit stronger.
And he's now, what size is he?
He is of size large, so he takes up 4 tiles, and he is like 8 foot tall at this point. He was like a little like 5'5" guy. He wasn't that big. Now he's a big hulking giant in front of you. Okay. Rolling to hit. 15. Does that hit?
No, my AC just went up.
Nice. 2 15s. Hits. You
Oh,
dodge
it's
out of
just
both
like
of
my
those.
2 4s.
Way of both of them. And then
She takes another note, you know, it's just like, okay, bigger, not necessarily more accurate.
he just kind of is like panting to himself a bit, and he's like, the bigger they are, the harder the punch, and he just misses you twice. But like you can feel like after he punches the air, like the wind kind of like moves aside a bit. You can tell he's a lot stronger, but he is not necessarily. He's kind of like slobbered over himself and stuff. He seems to have become a bit more animalistic, and he's not handling it super well. Make me a dexterity save for you and Bear.
Oh no.
As he just kind of gets on all fours in this big form. His arms become Boar's legs, and he goes into his full form on his haunches and runs over you and Bear. As he trampling charges. Ooh, nice. Okay, so you take no damage from this.
Yep.
Bear takes... he won't go prone, but... Oh! That's halved.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
32 halved. So 16?
Yeah. I said 1 minus 6, that's not it. Yeah, it's
Bear's not dying.
He's not down. I completely messed that up. Yeah, okay. Cool.
You're good. And then he moves the rest of his movement to get up like further into the corner as he charges past you. You can make an opportunity attack against him if you'd like, but it will be at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
As
so he's still longer.
His charge.
Oh, okay, it's disadvantage. Can Bear as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, oh yeah, disadvantage, sorry. Oh, 13, bro, get out of here.
Yep, unfortunately does not hit.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Nope. Okay.
Okay. He skids in the mud, and he immediately, as he finishes his turn, starts charging up an ability where he looks like he's going to charge again, and he looks in you and Bear's direction. Just kind of like starts digging his heels in as he's like preparing to like rocket himself forward for his next turn.
Okay.
And is that all he can do? Let's see. Yeah, that's Ferrum now.
Did Aqua go last turn?
Yeah,
Or-
she's
yeah.
essentially moved up here just to see that
she
if
moved. Okay.
if anyone tries to get past her, she can try and she's trying to like guard the exit essentially so that they don't run away
It's
back
the
to the ship.
pangolin. Right. Yeah.
Yep, Ferrum's up.
So Evan, what did he take from my pockets?
Oh, give me a perception check with advantage. Let's see if you know this right now. In the thick of battle.
Perception.
I'd say you'd notice with this, it's not. There's like a couple. You don't know if he stole multiple things, but one of the things you can tell for sure is gone is your Viva card to Zoe.
Okay. Can I use an action or something to see if I can like hear him around?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Just-
It's going to be. I believe he gets a stealth with advantage, but it's also going to be like if he only works if he's within a specific range. So you like pick a spot to check essentially, or like an area to check.
Put me like here. And then I'll make a perception check.
Okay.
15.
Let's see. Just so I can't like you guys don't know, I guess, or whatever, I'll just, like, if I'm... Depending on where he is, it'll be, like, advantage or not advantage, so I'm just going to roll it in private, so you guys don't know how, like, hot or cold you are, I guess. Let's see, what do you have? And he does not seem to be in this area.
Okay.
Oddba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you keep an eye out? He took something really important. The most important thing I have in my bag, actually.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want to get away.
She's panicking a little, but she covers the area.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. Get it back. We've a couple things to get back.
Right. And then another one. Like, I don't have much else I can do. I mean, I could move somewhere else. Move here.
Okay.
And then I start my turn.
All right. The water is done filling, so they turn. The environment does not take an action essentially on this turn. Which means Belladonna, you are up.
Okay. How tough is Boar Guy looking? Would I think that him going big gave him more health?
You would think so. You'd think he's on like a whole different stat block right now.
He's on a whole different stat block.
Perhaps he's in a transformation that once it ends, maybe he goes back to his normal stat block and it takes a while to beat him after that, you know?
He's probably a liar.
Know something funny?
Something like that. It's just the vibe you get.
He's still in my range.
I can believe that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had multiple conversations about your range.
And also, hold on. How far is he from Anastasia? He's exactly 80 feet from Anastasia. So Anastasia's gonna fly up here. And Anastasia's gonna claw him and bite him.
Okay.
So, they're both +6. So... So...
Both hit.
Both hit, okay. So then... Her beak... Hold on. Is... and... Her claws... Wait. Okay, so that's Anastasia's damage. She does 15.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is halved.
Yes. But still good.
Still good. And then this is me, which I also am assuming gets halved, but...
If it's piercing, yep. One of them hits, yep.
Okay.
Seeing a 12 and it being red is crazy.
Okay, so that's a 19, and then favorite mark is also, it's just the same damage as...
Yeah, it's the same damage type as whatever you picked for the attack.
Okay. So 21.
21. Okay, good damage. Seems to be chipping away. But again, he stands strong. Doesn't seem like his biggest worry. Hits in. You kind of like... It seems more like you're not actually hitting his skin at this point. You're just hitting into this armor. And like you're whittling away, and eventually for cutting his HP, and that's why you're going to be shooting him. But at now it just seems like you're kind of... He's got like a stockpile of this dirt that's getting in the way.
Okay, and he's charging something.
Yes.
Oh, I'll go prone again.
Okay. Use all your movement to go prone.
Yeah. Does prone... Does that get advantage or disadvantage on melee attacks?
Advantage on melee. So people who do melee on you get advantage, but disadvantage if it's ranged.
Okay, then I won't go prone then, because I fear
the
this
pangolin
pangolin.
could pop up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I fear the pangolin. Can I do like a
Everyone
check
should
for
fear
the
the
pangolin?
Give me a perception. So it would be like an action to do like a proper like search check.
Okay.
So
No, I kind of want to just do like a quick.
Yeah, I'm giving you a different like perception thing. Same thing I asked for last time. I guess I asked for investigation last time, but yep, that works. Belladonna, you feel tingles on the back of your neck. If you're witnessing it in this battle, you feel as though you have unlocked a little bit of observation hockey. You have within 60 feet of you, you can, as an action, instead of just doing a search action to look around, you can sense the presence of any within 60 feet of you, and it will be a contest of your perception and their stealth, I believe. Let me look. Essentially, you've unlocked the novice observation hockey ability, since you were the first to kind of get a taste of it.
Hell yeah! So.
It is. Okay, it's a lot better, so I'm just going to post it in here. So it's not a contest. You get a +5 to your passive perception.
Oh,
and
Christ.
The stealth check that he needs to pass has to go against your passive perception, so it's not something you've.
Against my pass. Okay, my current passive perception is 17.
Yep,
Oh,
goes on up.
Which
Get
I
that
rolled a 17. Oh, wait, no, that's not what am I saying? So 17 is my passive perception, plus 5 is 22?
Nope.
Damn! How do I change my passive perception?
Oh, I'm sure they might have to go into like the comic stuff. And...
Yeah, just another time for now. Document or something.
yeah.
Okay, so you know that for your next turn, but you cannot use it as an action now. So if you can, like,
Okay, I can't do it now, but
set
I
yourself
just,
up somewhere.
I essentially took a turn to just unlock hockey. I'm happy with that.
So yeah, 60 feet around you is where this activates, so big 60-foot radius. Okay. Your turn finishes. Incus, again, is just going to keep running. I think he can, like, make it to, like, near Alta now. Okay, so... Let's see. Oh my god, I'm just charting out his movement. He can make it so far. He makes it over next to Alta. He just comes under, he stands up next to you. He just runs really fast. He's like,
Hi.
How?
Do you need like a drink or something?
No, I'm okay. It's just wet for and running a lot.
Okay, well, check it, Niamh. Are you here to help or?
Yeah, I'm here to fight the guy. It's just I'm pretty exhausted from doing that, so I gotta wait till unfortunately my next
That's cool.
turn.
Yeah. Wait till that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
okay.
just gonna wait here a little
We've
bit.
all been there, I think.
I'll do some stretches.
Yeah. I'm just taking some notes of myself. So.
Oh, what on? Is it on like pigs?
I guess. A little bit. It's about the zone fruits mainly.
Oh, they're cool ones. I only like the ancient zone fruits and the mythical zone fruits, though. I don't like the boar one.
Oh, okay. Why? What makes them different?
Oh, well, the mythical, you get to turn into mythical cool animals, and they can get special abilities. And then the ancient ones, it's just kind of like it's an extinct animal, so it's like a cool like T-Rex or something. But like a boar or something like, I mean, I don't know. I've seen like a lot of boars in my life, and they're kind of boring.
Okay, so Incus, can I ask you something? Are salamanders real?
I mean, I never ran into a freaking salamander.
Right?
I don't even see. I heard that axolotls can turn into salamanders, but Ferrum was growing up and is not a salamander, so maybe it's a fantasy.
Staring at Ferrum from so far away.
Yeah, they both look at you
like
at the
a
same
salamander.
time.
Ferrum, you feel like they're talking about you.
Ferrum's only a little red. And couldn't be an albino salamander because then they'd have red eyes. Is these the vibes you're getting?
Salamander. Okay, well, what do you think, Aegis? Look at this fruit.
Mm-hmm.
What's it giving to you?
Because
maybe I already know, but maybe I want a third opinion.
Well, I can have a quick look for you. Let me just play around with it, and don't worry, I'm not going to eat it. He makes a history check.
Voice is smarter than me.
Looks at it, he's like, "Oh, I thought you would have like read about this in a book or something."
Yeah, maybe I have, and I want another.
But like, if you see here, it's like a freaking pineapple, but like the little pointy bits are like scales. That is kind of like, it's given more like a serpent or like a lizard or something like that. Not like a freaking salamander. They're like oily and gross. The stem, it's like a little barbed stem that's sticking around it. That kind of looks like a tail. And you can trust me because I spent a lot of time with one. This looks like a freaking dragon. And that's the vibes I'm getting. You can always ask your cat.
Okay. Thank you. That's not like a salamander at all. It's not that I don't trust you or anything. But I am going to ask my cat.
That's okay. Your cat can like see the future or something, right?
He can wield, he can woe. It's kind of something he's got going on.
I could once wield a woe before I lost my devil fruit. As he looks out into the distance. It's okay.
I was told you don't really want this one anyway.
No, it's I mean, it's not that it's a bad one on him. I'm just, I got a few too many favors from those guys, and
it's
so spooky.
I get it. You wouldn't mind though if someone on this crew had it though.
I mean, it'd be a lot cooler if someone on this crew had it than anyone else. I think it'd put me at ease a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Why, you think of feeding it to your cat? It's already got a devil fruit, bro.
No. Well, not bear, but you. She kicks the ground. I mean, if she wanted to, I guess.
She doesn't look like the dragon type.
No. Do you think this is just throwing things out there, just hypotheticals,
No.
Do you think I look like the no?
Oh, you? I thought you were gonna say Squeven. I gotta say he's definitely not the dragon type.
Do you think I look like the dragon type?
Yeah, because then you could have like feather wings and like scaly wings.
Right. I was not thinking about this because I thought it was a salamander.
Have you ever breathed fire?
I was thinking about this. I could breathe fire. Well, okay. Well, maybe we're jumping ahead of ourselves. Bear, what do you think? I offer it to Bear to sniff.
Give me a wisdom check for Bear.
Oh, surely Bear is like very wise. Oh, maybe not intelligent.
No, he's very smart.
What's he like, a 4 intelligence?
Okay, but he has advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell.
Okay, I'll do that. That's fine.
No, sorry, that's perception. I don't think it's a perception. I'll give him the int. It's okay.
Okay.
Wait, what's Ferrum's intelligence again?
6.
You and the cat are on the same wavelength, bro. Sorry, that was a disadvantage. It's a 9.
Looks up, but just kind of like, you can tell Bear's a little unsure, doesn't have an answer of his own, and just kind of cosigns and kisses and nods at him. And then looks away because he's kind of unsure about it. He's a little embarrassed that he doesn't know.
Are you a sheep or a cat? Okay, well.
So your cat knows what to do.
It's good to know. I'll think about this. And so if anyone, I guess, on the crew would happen to take it, they would know more about what they're getting into.
Well, you right?
Whoever that person may be. Well, I
thought you just told me that.
Well, that was Inkus. That was a hypothetical.
Okay. Yeah, like how I hypothetically
learn
wouldn't
about
eat
them
it.
sometime.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I guess. I mean, you hypothetically could eat it, but you're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
See, Ferrum told me you were a writer, so I know you had like all these cool words in your back pocket that I didn't really run into.
Right? Oh, I mean, not really.
Didn't you with the old man? There's a dead guy. You helped him write. Is that how it worked? Or did you just tell him to write?
Yeah, it was mostly just telling him. Yeah, I more wanted to read what other people write, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't write things, so I can't offer. But maybe if Bear writes something, he can give it to you.
Well, he is a lot wiser now, I guess.
Look at Bear. He's just raised one eyebrow. Like, what the fuck am I writing? Yeah, he doesn't.
You've lived an interesting life.
He does. He does nod
Don't
to himself.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
In a nostalgic way, he nods. Like a weathered fisherman, he nods. Then Incus
like
looks over and he's just like, guys, what's up with the bear or the boar?
Oh, bears! Oh, the boar! Yeah, that's why I was like researching his own first. Well, no, that wasn't why. But that's why it came about. That's why I'm taking all these notes. Like, he got very big. That's the rest is I'm kind of workshopping.
Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about that because the awakening thing's something you should probably do a lot later in life than this guy. I think he just thinks he's gonna die, so he may as well. It's not a normal application of the fruit. It's pretty risky.
Okay, I'm writing that down as well.
Okay. Oh my god, we're getting a whole bunch of info from this battle. He does look like he's charging up to kill us, but like we're getting so much info.
Okay, does he look specifically like he's aiming at us? Does he look like he can change the direction? You know, that kind of stuff.
Well,
might be something to check on my turn.
Well, you know, I would check, but I already did dash and bonus action dash to get here, so.
And then you did look at my fruit.
Yeah. Oh,
it's true.
Such a busy turn for Incus.
It's okay. You can have a sit down.
Otto takes a comparatively more simple turn and just kind of like stay still. And she looks around and is just like, where could they be? I'm gonna see if she has any spells that could help with this. Adwa realizes that the exit is actually not big enough for her to cover, so she does her ultimate spell. She reaches back, her rage is off, and you see Pyre's all of her armor goes into shooting this light beam towards this little plant, and in that moment it grows into a mighty oak tree, and it falls on its side lopsided and covers the entrance horizontally.
This was not the bubble spell.
It is not.
You mean her ultimate spell?
So there is now fully blocked off the exit. And it's like covered in the leaves, so essentially she's keeping an eye on if she sees any rustling in the leaves, she'll know if someone leaves.
If someone leaves?
Yes. And I think it's Alta now.
Okay, so Evan, do I feel like this guy is gearing up to charge specifically at me or specifically in my direction, if that makes sense? Like, if I moved in a different direction, do I feel like he would still hit me, or would he just keep going the way
it looks like he's kind of locked into like the location that he's going to, but his target, you cannot tell if he's going for everyone, or if he's going for a specific person, or what the limits to it are. You just know that like you're currently in his like area. You don't know how far he could run. You just know he's going to run in a straight line, a big charge, and based on how far he ran last turn, he definitely could collide with you, but you're not sure.
See, I was going to do something a little silly, but now Incus is here, and it would actually be like
abandoning a child.
Yeah, it would be abandoning a child.
It's okay, you guys just let Fo go.
Alright, man. Sure, dude, whatever.
What do you think of then?
I was gonna put Bear in my bag, take him out of the combat, and go for a swim.
You can do that if you want.
Because he can't go into the water then, shortly.
Yep.
But then that's why I wanted to know if he was going after me, because if he was going after me, that would, like, sut him out, but if he could just go for Incus, it was kind of no point.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it could be all of you guys in his area, or it could be like a specific one you can't quite tell.
Oh, what if I grabbed Ingus and threw him in the water?
He can swim. Could grapple him and move at half your movement speed. And he's a willing creature, so you wouldn't even have to roll.
Is he really?
Maybe if you say something first. Otherwise, he might be a little confused.
Okay. So that's such a bad idea. Okay, so in the water, what's my combat potential like? I'm just hanging out.
I believe it's fine as long as you're on like the surface of the water. It's just going to be your movement speed that's nerfed. If you're sent under, you have disadvantage on like every attack roll and stuff like that. So it's just going to be your movement. It's not as great.
We won't do that. Okay. So Ingus, remember how you were resting this turn?
Yeah, freaking tired.
Yeah, and remember how you were just swimming for a really long time?
Yeah.
Well, you said that guy is gonna come towards us, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm kind of scared about it, but I'm just kind of too tired to move.
Yeah, but I've been, like, obviously I've been studying these devil fruits for the past minute. And
What have you learned?
Well, I mean, all the stuff that mostly you've told me, but I mean, we also know some basics, right? Like they can't go in the water.
Yep.
And there's a body of water right here.
Kind of looks. He goes, ah.
So if we went in the water, would he be able to do anything?
Unless he could like range hit us, or like maybe he like kills himself and jumps in the water, but does one last punch.
I don't know how you're feeling, but I think I could do one last punch.
Yeah, I
the range
don't think
attack's
I've
a bit
been hit a
worrying,
single time.
but it's probably still better than getting hit full on.
I say it's a good idea.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to grapple you now.
Oh, okay.
Can I get Bear to use his action to essentially go inside the bag?
Yeah,
just
Bear withdraws from
kind of
combat,
get himself
goes
out of the
inside bag.
combat. Yeah, just remove himself. Okay. Should I? Oh, Ingus, should I do something for luck?
Yeah, why not? That's your thing. You do it, girl. That's what he says. He gives you a thumbs up.
So, girl.
You do it, girl.
Oh, but should I wait until we're out in the water? Or no?
No, because what if you drop more of the caltrops and then he goes here and he lands on them?
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Why didn't I think of that?
This would be crazy if this was the caltrop.
So next minute, you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
That could have been useful like a little while ago.
Yeah,
But anyway,
just a little.
it's okay. It could still be useful.
Incus willingly comes with you.
Useful right now if I just stayed where I was.
You have like
Phew.
essentially you have like half move speed or whatever.
Half my
because
movement speed, that's
grab
okay.
on him.
That's enough. I think we'll probably.
He offers his like
Yeah,
hood
it's
for you to
fine.
drag. Just kind of.
Oh, that's okay. I'd rather do it in a way that it doesn't look like I'm choking.
Oh yeah, fair. Good idea.
I don't want Ferrum to think something's wrong.
Okay, just hold my wrist and pull me, and I'll just kind of like skid.
Okay, let me take a look. Alright, so half my movement speed. Half my movement speed is actually quite poor. I probably should have bonus action dashed instead of doing what I was doing. But we all make mistakes sometimes.
You can make it in there.
I can make it in there. I can't make it very far in there, it must be said. But, yeah. I can make it, like... Yeah, we can make it in.
Just drops in with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's in your backpack.
The thing is, I didn't want to get too far anyway, because I want him to be within 60 feet. Because 60 feet means I can attack him, and I don't get advantage, but I will get sneak attack.
Sweet.
Or could use my gun. 19?
Oh, 19 hits, yeah. Takes a big chunk out of him. Your improvised weapon? Okay. Hits in, breaks off like a big part of the shoulder guard that he's wearing now. And seems like he's getting a bit lower, but this form is still standing strong. He's doing pretty good for like a guy who had a boar devil fruit, you know? Maybe his own fruits aren't too bad. She writes down. That's me doing Alta's inner dialogue.
Kind of boring.
Maybe they're just so awesome and cool.
It's kind of hard to tread water and write notes at the same time.
Oh, put him away.
But what if he does something that's like really important? Like this next turn could be really pivotal to understanding it.
Could you not just like remember it and write it down later?
Oh, don't talk to me about remembering right now. It's kind of a sore spot.
Okay, my bad. I'm not proud further. The pangolin. Takes his turn.
This fucking guy. Yes, yes, we do.
I can check one thing actually.
I'm gonna go up behind me and start trying to drown me or something.
Okay, Alta, make me a intelligence save. Wait, no, is it? Oh, let's see. Yeah, intelligence save.
Feeble mind, my old friend.
Oh, nice. You see this dial thrown above you, or it looks like a dial, but it's like been modified. Seems like this is like some little gadget that had the dial as the basis of the experiment, and it fizzles out as it tries to project this illusion over you, and you sort of see through it, and it seems to fail and falls into the water broken. The pangolin has taken his turn, and his spell is a saber suck.
Is it what?
Saber suck, so it doesn't do anything if you succeed the save.
Oh, okay.
But
do I get any vibes of like what it was, or like?
It was meant to be some sort of illusion spell that could have hurt you. Is all you get the idea of, but you succeed the spell, so it does not come out. Boarman, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
Go ahead, take it.
Okay,
join the VC.
One of us has got to like step in, I guess.
Here's our time to introduce our guest. Okay, gonna make some attacks. First is going to do his little dash thing. So, can I get a strength saving throw from Anastasia?
Yes. She adds a +4 to this.
Okay, needs an 18. It's gonna be a big one. Oh no, I thought that was it. What the fuck? The intelligence save popped up again for me, and I got another notification for it.
It was just that hype.
Okay. So, first off, attack coming against Anastasia. 21 hits, I imagine.
That is her exact hate. Oh, whew, yes.
AC, yeah.
I thought that was how much damage she was taking.
I was like, Anastasia's 21 AC.
I think, no, she has 12 AC, but she has armor, so I think she has.
Yeah.
It's either a +1 or a +2 to that. I can't. I'll go back and find it. I did write it down on one of the things, but it's gone.
Okay, that hits. Takes 14 damage.
Oh, okay.
And she fails her strength save. So the boar sprints down and he like headbutts into Anastasia, crushing into like her ribs a little bit. And then it seems like as long as he's hit anyone with this charge, he can then choose to activate a second ability, but only on one creature. So Anastasia, if Alta and the rest were not to have gotten away, he would have not used this on Anastasia. Instead, I would have just hit her, ran past, and tried to use it on Alta or Incus.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So if he essentially,
the child, I abandoned the horse.
Essentially,
it's fine. Anastasia can come back.
He can only attempt the grapple thing on one creature. So if he moves past Anastasia, he would have to go back, which he can't do because it's a charge. So it's whenever he makes contact with them, he can choose. He does a hit in each of them, and then he can choose to do the second phase. As he headbutts Anastasia, his head like goes into Anastasia's rib cage, and he has one like giant fist around Anastasia's neck, and the other inside of like her hip bone. And he stands up with Anastasia fireman carry like over his shoulders. And he leaps 20 feet into the air, and he throws Anastasia into the water.
No!
Anastasia has got to make me a con save to see if she goes down on this. I imagine she's going to go down regardless.
Hopefully.
Oh, actually, is this enough range? Okay, she's not going to go into the water, but she's going to hit the ground and take some damage.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, this is minimum damage will take her out, so Anastasia goes down.
Okay.
She's lifted up, jumps up into the air, throws her down, and she lands. The bones sort of separate, and the last thing that melts away into ink is her skull. As Anastasia goes down. The charge then continues on all the way over. Does not really... doesn't get anyone else in that. Was hoping to get more people. And just kind of takes a step over. He's like, huh. I thought the little one, the fox, I thought he'd eaten the devil fruit, but I guess not. Guess the rumors are fake. Well, he's a pretty important guy, right? I think I hired him for some work before, right? Ink is just sitting there. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess
He
people
doesn't
pay me
know.
for services, but like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I heard the rumors were you did devil fruit, but I guess not. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Seeing you. And then he is going to use his turn to dash and make it all the way up to here.
Oh, woke nonsense. Oh dear.
Yep, dash action. That'll be it. And is going to charge up another one of the dashes at the end of his turn, pointing up at Odwa's direction, just straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, boar guy down, Ferrum's up.
Troubling.
Worrying. We're spending all the resources today. Worrying. When the pangolin guy used that dial, would I have seen anything? Or
You get the vibe that it sort of went invisible with him and it appeared above Alta's head as it activated. You would know that he's under, like, I guess, like a grid or invisibility spell, so he can still cast spells and attack while staying invisible.
yeah. Okay.
So you don't see what direction it came from now. You can make some estimations to guess based on that spell probably has a range of some kind. But you wouldn't know what it is.
If I go like here and I make another check.
Okay.
It's perception, right?
Yep, you'd be using your action to do a perception check to try to spot him.
That's fine. It's not fine.
Unfortunately, don't spot him. Doesn't seem to be much movement around in general. You just hear like a rampaging boar. You listen in, you can hear the water is starting to settle after the battle. It's starting to fill up. And as soon as you try and zone in for anything else, you just hear the sound of like pigs snorting and galloping, and you kind of can't hear fucking anything else. He's overpowering your ears.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'm gonna get up here and get ready.
Okay. Sweet.
And then I don't really have anything else to do. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Belladonna is up.
Okay. We move here so that I'm within. Give me Belladonna, come here. We move here, which hold on, that is within my. Yes, it is. So I'm in 108. I technically don't need to move because. Yeah, no, what am I saying? I've my mark on him, so I don't have disadvantage.
Oh, in the range, yeah.
Yes, so range doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, we currently Belladonna is 3 tiles away from the right side of the battle map, and this guy is on the end tile of the left side of the battle map. Still no disadvantage.
The battle map, yes. So he is 195 feet away from me, and I do not have disadvantage. And my favorite mark is not concentration, so I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna shoot him.
Oh, both those hit.
And she doesn't miss either.
She doesn't miss either.
She would
Okay,
never.
so that is a 15 plus 18 plus.
Well, it's an 18 plus 14, right?
No, so basically I have a thing. One of my feats is that I take the higher number.
Yeah.
I roll my damage twice and I take the higher number. So
I see.
15, 11, and then 18, 14.
Okay, I thought you were rolling
I take
the first 2 and then like both the rerolls or something. Okay, that makes sense.
No. So I take 15 out of the 15, 11, and then 18. So it's 15 and 18 plus 4. How do I...
Slash roll and then type it on, if you want it.
22.
No, 15 plus 18 plus...
That's 37.
That's not right. 37? I'm just gonna trust you. Fuck that noise. 37.
Half to 19.
Christ.
This bastard.
Okay, you shoot through multiple of the weak points in his armor, and you see blood as a bullet makes contact with skin for the first time. His HP is getting a little lower, making some progress. Still a big, bulky tank of a guy, but you're making some good progress. Okay, is that all you're doing in your turn?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I don't...
So the way your hockey search thing works is that, so if in the 60-foot radius, that is whenever you make an action to try and detect him.
Oh, okay.
So it's not an aura that's passively on. It is...
Okay.
You can take an action to do a search check, but instead it will reveal to you even like invisible creatures and stuff like that, where they are, what type of creature they are, what size they are, stuff like that.
Okay.
And they have to make a stealth check against.
So I have to make a search check in order to do that.
Yeah, and that is just
Okay.
the range in which that search, like your hockey little
And that's
pulse.
that's like a whole
Let me show
action.
Yeah, it's an action to do a search check.
Okay.
It's also available outside of combat and pretty good for that too. Okay, now your turn then.
Well, yeah, because I already took my action to attack.
Okay. Otto just steps up beside the tray and I guess takes the dodge action. Doesn't really have anything she can do here, waiting for this guy to come up. And that is Altalune. Oh wait, no, that's Incas, right? Yeah, Incas would be first. Incas just kind of looks at Altalune and goes, "Okay, well, what do we do?"
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, you're more senior in the crew. You're meant to respect your seniors.
Right. Well, we're both vice something, right?
Yeah.
From what I heard. Like, I'm vice captain and you're vice chef.
Yeah, but there's no plates to stack here. There's a whole different situation.
There's no ship either.
Don't mess.
Okay. But hypothetically, if there was, I guess I would be. But then hypothetically, if there were plates to stack, you know what? Never mind. We should probably stop that guy, right?
Okay. I'm gonna try and catch him. I think he's about to run into the other two.
Help Ferrum, but don't let it come at the expense of your health, okay?
Okay. Swims up. Let's see if he can have a shot from here. Barely has a shot, no sneak attack. He's going to take a shot from here after using up all his movement to get out of the water.
Sure.
No advantage. Revolver. Misses. Shoots and he looks over back at Alta. A bit of sadness in his eyes. He shrugs and he just kind of like slaps his gun. He's like, useless.
It was a hard hit. It was a hard hit.
Yeah, you don't have to make me feel better. I'm sorry. He ends his turn. So that's Alta then.
Oh my god.
She's up.
I was gonna try find the flying stuff, but actually, we don't even need it.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark. Yeah, we're gonna start. Yeah. Oh, Evan, let's we need to have another talk actually. So what's like the incline in terms of like distance?
Oh, let's see.
This where he is.
So he is from here. He's up. I'd say he's up like 40 from where the ground is at the bottom.
Crap. Okay, well.
And then he's about 75 away from you. So I'd say he's about like 85 away overall where you are right now.
What the hell?
To even out a little bit.
85. Okay, I'm not sure I understand, but
I'm just halving the
Okay.
40 to 20 and adding it to the range.
oh, you're having the 40 to 20. Okay.
40.
Okay. Well, that does make more sense. Okay. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll bonus action dash swim hit him. I'm going to take out my gun. I've used it once, so I think I have. Yeah, after this, I have 2 more uses where I have to reload it because that'll give me advantage, and then I can get sneak attack essentially.
Okay. Sweet.
Sorry. Advantage.
Oh, it does not hit, unfortunately. It's in pings
Oh,
off
I
one of
don't
his
think
tasks.
it
Mhm.
didn't. Sorry, it's
Alright.
my bad.
Alright.
It didn't add. It didn't add that to. I need to add it to my global attack modifiers.
It's a plus
That's
one,
actually
isn't
a 24.
Whoa,
No,
okay.
it's a 24. I don't know what it was last time. Because if you look at if you hover over the number, it didn't add my stuff.
Oh,
I'm
what the
pretty
hell?
sure.
Just got a
Yeah, it
515.
just says. I said 515.
Jesus, I was gonna
So
say that's kind of
it's-
it was kind of impossible to get a 5. Okay.
Yeah, I can put a 5.
It in
Didn't
fact
have a
hits.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't fix that. I think last time I used it with no issue. Oh, the red sneak.
What the hell?
Stocks down. Hits in sort of like into his this big thick muscly neck that he has, and you see a bit of blood draw. He physically cringes a little bit of it. It seems to be a little sore, and he glances in your direction. Got a bit of a vendetta against you, but he still is continuing with his charge.
Come on. Alright, one more bonus action for the road.
Pretty free. Okay. Let's see. Alta, I believe. Let me check something.
Yeah?
Real quick. Let me just check something on your sheet real quick. Yeah. Okay. Alta has this cantrip. She used one of her dials to cast Firebolt. It misfires, and she lights herself fully on fire. But she's in the water, so it immediately goes out. For the next minute, you are spontaneously covered in flames, taking a d10 fire damage each turn, but you're in the water, so it just extinguishes itself immediately.
Oh my god, she's. This is how you reveal she's actually secretly a Lunarian, like Fogo.
She's immune.
Oh, okay. She's actually hallucinating. It's like another one of those illusions that the pangolin did.
Panic over.
Failed. Right, well that's her turn.
Okay. Bears out of combat. Pangolin dude. It's here. This guy's stat block is such a mystery to me. Okay. Yeah, make me another intelligence save. He uses his last of this illusion ability.
Why me, you know?
Truly. Why? Well.
Why me?
Appearing above you is a large cage. And it goes into the water and it traps below your feet, above your head, and you're in this floating metal cage, as it seems, that just surrounds you.
So I'm suspended above the water?
Yeah, you're treading water, and the cage is just like a little bit below your feet.
So I'm still in the water, and there's a cage?
Yep. Seems like there's a cage all around you, and you're not sure how to get out of it.
Okay, so I'm in a cage and I'm treading water. Okay. Is it like a metal cage, or?
Yeah, it appears to be like metal.
Okay. Is this related to the fire? What?
The rest of you do not see a cage.
Huh.
It looks like Alta is like looking around her. It's like a little bit of a mime situation of like touching the walls, just kind of like, or like she seems more aware of how she's moving now, like to not like bump into these corners. You guys
Also
do not
made
see
up the cage to make people feel bad for her.
And Gus looks down and just like, what are you doing?
I'm stuck.
Just get out of the water. You don't have a dove fruit yet.
It's not the water. He dropped this on me, or it formed. I don't know how.
Alta, you're really fine. Just get out of the water. There's nothing around you.
Alta looks down, dejected. Maybe she needs to stop asking for help. Maybe she needs to grow up.
Tis the boar's turn. Charges up. Just a bit of free movement, really, you know? Makes it up real far.
Unfortunately.
Whoa.
And then he uses his movement to run up to Ferrum. And he goes, oh, hi there. Didn't get seeing you. I have a mink on my crew, you know.
That's great. Where is he?
You know, I don't think he'd be happy if I told you. Sorry, just not really the pirate way to tell the truth, is it?
It's okay if he's shy. I mean, right?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, you know, I'm a fair pirate too, so I'll tell you once. Brace yourself, you know, grit your teeth, and close your eyes.
No.
He just goes to punch you really hard. Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna make him reroll one of these for sure. Not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, spin it back, reroll that.
Okay.
Still hits.
22 hits. Ooh, you have the prone condition now. If that hits.
Oh, wonderful.
And you take, let's see. 19 damage.
That's grand.
And then as a bonus action, since you're prone, you have to make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
You're all the way prone. Okay. Now
I have evasion.
We love an evasion. As he trips you up, he essentially just punches you so hard that even though you block it, he just pushes you down onto the ground, and then he tramples on you with a big old foot right in the stomach. You take, so you're gonna be halving this, 11 damage.
Okay. Math is hard. That's fine.
Do you mind telling your crewmate to step out of the way, so we can get out of here?
Otto, don't move.
This woman is shitting herself. Looks and goes, okay, I won't move. I'll stand my ground against the pig.
You're so brave.
Thanks. Thank you. It's okay, I'll be brave for you. You're the child in this situation, comparative to me. I have nothing to be scared about.
Yeah.
You hear like a little tin rattling as her legs are shaking.
I hasn't got shit on you, Oddlaw!
Jesus Christ!
Sorry, was that actually like...
Yeah, what the fuck? Discord did not turn you down at all. What the fuck?
Sorry! I was leaning away from the mic, but I cupped my hands to make that effect. I was leaning away from the mic.
That was the loudest I've ever heard someone be on Discord. That was funny.
Sorry! Jesus.
That's so funny. He then starts charging up. Looks like a big spinning attack at the end of his turn. Looks a lot more vicious than before whenever he was not an awakened zone. And then he ends his turn.
Okay.
Which means that the next person to act is you.
That's so nice. He's gonna spin, right? Okay. Can I... When the guy went through my pockets, did he take my little baggies of cocaine?
He did not take your cocaina.
We're so back. Alright, I'm gonna take a... I'm gonna snort some cocaine that makes you go so long. I'm gonna...
Ferrum, now is not the time!
No, it's... It sort of looks like you don't know what you're talking about!
To this
Not the
situation, she
time.
has to stop this. Is there ever a time to do drugs, kids?
Always. So I'm gonna
She works in the trades.
manually. It's 23. That's 16. Wonderful. I'm gonna. Getting up from prone is just your movement, right?
Yes, you use your full movement, I believe. Might be half.
Okay.
I think it's half.
Can I try and grab him and hold him in place so he can't spin?
Oh yeah, you want to do a grapple on him?
Yep.
Sweet.
And I've got advantage on this because of Sulong. Because it's a strength check, right?
Yep.
So it will have advantage.
It'll be athletics. It'll be a contest.
Don't roll
Ooh.
two. See.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's see if he crits. Does not crit.
So when I do it, I roll 2 4s.
And
you
just in
stop him in
case, I'm
place.
going.
So you substitute one of your attacks to grapple him here.
Oh, that's just one of my attacks?
I believe so. If you have multi-attack in this, in the new rules,
wonderful.
you can substitute one to attempt to grapple or to attempt to shove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not like the bonus action attack or anything like that, or offhand, but like.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
In that case, I'm just gonna make an unarmed strike and put Electro on it because I don't have any reason not to.
Okay.
So that's that. 12.
He sees the punch coming and he knows it's gonna miss, but he blocks it with his forehead.
Sure, man. Whatever.
It does no damage to him, and he's like, that's really cute, you thought that would win. But I'm familiar with minks, I know how they work.
I'm gonna bonus action dodge.
Sees you stance up, and he just kind of like looks down at his arm, he's like flexing, he looks really happy with himself. He's like, guess I'm looking more like a mink these days now, actually.
Ew.
I kind of dig the look, I don't know.
You're weird.
You're weird.
I don't like you.
I don't like you either. That's why I'm trying to kill you. That's why you're trying to kill me. God, I love pirate life. It's so simple. Okay, did you do anything with your bonus? Oh, that was
I'm just gonna
dodge.
bonus action dodge. Yeah.
Epic. All right.
Stop.
Belladonna's up.
Okay. 175. Damn, he's not even.
So we're currently top left of the battle map and around the middle right. Okay.
What if I just for funsies just like went back here just cause I can.
Just a trick shot, okay.
Yeah, just a trick shot. He's still. He's like 5 feet out.
Currently,
That's so funny.
Belladonna is shooting him from the South Pole.
Yeah.
I'm not actually. Where was I? I think I was here. How healthy is he looking?
It looks like this form is like about like halfway through, a little more, maybe. But about half.
Only?
And he's got his other form.
Seems like this crew is like quite top heavy in the fact that like the rest of them went down very easily. And this guy on his own is very tough. And also that the awakening, if it went badly, I would have just made it that he was a giant boar that didn't get to do anything except like run around and hit whoever was closest. And like he would forget he's a devil for user and you guys could just trick him into walking into the water. So unfortunately he succeeded and got the better stat block. Yeah, I'm okay.
24, 30, half to 19.
Okay. He looks to be getting a lot weaker. The mud on him is sort of starting to grow out, and he seems to be like losing some of his muscle mass, almost as if he's losing control of his form.
Okay.
It's getting pretty low. Nice. All right. Incus moves his full movement and does a disadvantage revolver shot. It's out of range. Doesn't hit. Keep slapping the side of it. He's just like it's checking that it's reloaded properly. That it's been cleaned and everything. It's like what that.
It's the gun's fault.
What's going on here? It's our problem? Do we have a problem? He says to his gun. Just out of earshot of everyone. Adwa up next is going to. Oh, she's missing one of the spells I gave her. Let me just put it on her sheet. I don't know where it's gone, but I'll just copy paste it over. It'll be grand. There we go. Audible for a new ability that she just unlocked. Shoots 3 magic missiles at him.
Nice.
Okay.
Are not halved.
Oh, nice.
His form looks like it's waning, getting weak. She shoots 3 tiny little rockets. Shoot for the air, make contact, and that is her turn, and that means that is Alta's turn, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. She's freaking out a little. Okay. So right to Incus. I need to deal with this on my own. Just need to get out. I guess I'll try. I'll try knocking on it. Do I have to make a check of some sort? Is it?
So you can try and make a investigation check to try and escape.
Ooh, investigation. I don't like that.
I believe otherwise to try and escape it, but that is if you want to do like a check to try and get out, that would be the one.
Yeah.
And it would be your action.
Oh god.
So it's kind of
All
like
right.
a
Well,
grapple
let me
idea.
check that I can't get out through other means. And then otherwise, I'm going to need to. Would I be able to shoot through the cage at all? In the event that.
Yeah, if you like don't move at all.
I'll risky gambit first. On the side.
The water around you starts churning, becomes difficult terrain. So if you had a swim speed, it would also not count, but I don't think you have a swim speed. So nothing changes for you.
So basically, everything just gets even scarier.
Yeah, you're freaking out. You're in the jacuzzi all of a sudden, but it's like an awful cold jacuzzi.
No! I'm.
Bear pokes his head out and is just like, what the fuck have we got going on? Just kind of looks, and then he hops back in.
It's okay. I can still help. So I'm going to I'm gonna steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hit not with advantage because it's outside my range, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have 60 is my normal range, but it's gonna be neutral because I steady aimed. And I'm still gonna get sneak attack because Ferrum is not prone. Is he? Is Ferrum prone?
No, Ferrum stood up since then.
Ferrum's not prone. Brilliant.
Damn! Very nice. Good to sneak attack on.
Yeah, she's shaking. She can't even see anything barely with like the all the water and everything. But when Bear pokes his head out, he gives her one of his favorite ball bearings for luck.
He just passes into your hand, and you see through the bars of the cage. You can make your shot through as Ferrum's holding this guy still. Back is turned to you. Oh, nice. You hear a loud crack, and Ferrum, you feel this guy go limp for a second, and you hear like what sounds like almost like his back snapping, and he starts shrinking in your hands down to what he looked like before. He's like 5'6" or something like now, from 7 foot something. And
you said 5'5" earlier.
5'5", high five. Notice I read from his Tinder profile that I made. So I really like to get in the mood for my character, so I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I know.
He shrinks down, and he is back to his already kind of damaged original stat block, as Alta has knocked him out of it. Okay, is Alta doing anything else? I guess you've done everything.
That was everything.
Yeah, forgot you were gambited. This fucking pangolin.
I can't take him seriously, man.
Alta, Ferrum, and Belladonna passive perceptions, please. Just tell me what they are, or like type in the chat.
Passive perception is, I think, a 14. I'll double check for
It's
you.
19.
22.
Yeah, mine's 14.
Yeah. Okay, that's everyone's. Alta, you take 3 psychic damage. As the cage almost seems to like zap you electrically, but it hurts you psychically.
Okay.
So like
Maybe
a
I should
bonus
get out of
action
this
thing
thing.
while you're in the cage, you get zapped. Alright. Pangolin's done. Boar, turn. He goes to spin. He's kind of stopped in his tracks, both by losing this form and from grappling in. And just kind of looks up annoyed. He reaches back in. He pulls out his receiver, puts it back into his ear. And he goes, "Where are you right now?" Okay. Right, I've got 2 more in front of me until I can get out of here. And he's gonna make some attacks at Ferrum.
They're all disadvantage.
Nice. Okay, that is a 17. Does that hit?
Nope.
Damn, you got an 18 AC?
20.
Jesus. Yeah, neither of those hit.
Wonderful.
He goes to start charging up like a like he's doing like this X shape, and he's ready to throw a bunch of mud at you essentially.
Okay.
But he just kind of looks at you as he finishes charging it up. He's like, "I think you guys have already kind of lost this fight, so preferably don't kill me. You know, if I'm in jail, they'll let me out. So just jail me, please."
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, he ends his turn on that. Ferrum is up.
Yep.
Still slathered in muck, but gonna throw some at you when he can.
Am I stupid? I'm kind of stupid. I should just, I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes. Can I make the 19 when you make one a stunning strike, it still doesn't do the damage, right?
It does do the damage.
It does do the damage?
I think
That's
he just
so
has
nice.
to. Yeah, he has to roll the con. Is it con?
Yeah, it's con.
How does he need to hit?
So I'm gonna put Electro on this also. So, okay, hold on. There's a bunch of numbers. So, what's the dice? It's like, help me. So it's all electric damage anyway. So it's 5 electric damage, and
Okay.
then it's +8 plus my proficiency bonus. So that's what? +12. Or no, +9.
Okay.
11 plus 11.
It needs to be
And
the
then
15, is
yes,
it?
no. Yeah, 15.
Okay.
So 16 damage.
GM roll, but I get a 14.
Wonderful.
He fails. He is stunned. You notice he takes 0 damage as the muck absorbs all the lightning.
I see. I kind of figured that, so I didn't want to light both of them.
Yep, so it doesn't take the damage, but he does get stunned by it. So the way the stun works is that he can move, but he can't like take an action or anything like that until the end of his
Wonderful.
next turn.
Also
He immediately
dodge
stops
action.
charging up his attack that he's doing as he's stunned.
We dodge again.
Okay. Belladonna is up next
From
from downtown.
downtown. Plus, yeah. 39.
Oh. Okay, takes 19 damage from that, and he's still up, but very barely. Looks like he is, like, it's sort of a thing like with a lot of wild animals where you just notice that the blood starts to pool in his mouth and his like nostrils and stuff like that, but he's still going. Like when he breathes out, there's just like a splatter of blood that comes out sometimes. But he looks quite confident in himself. Though he doesn't, it looks like he doesn't really think he's going to win this. Still looks very confident. Okay, and then bonus action-y?
I'm not. Oh, I can bonus action dash now, can't I?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move another 40 feet over to here. Pangolin might be within my aura, almost. I don't know. The grey squiggle, is that gone?
It's still there. It's a bunch of
Okay.
caltrops.
Okay, check if they've been like messed up in any way. That means some pangolin has been there.
There's like a little blood splatter. Goes off. Wash it in the water.
So would caltrops be difficult terrain?
If you step on them, you have to make a DC 15 dex save, or your movement becomes 0,
You're welcome.
That's funny.
and you take 1 damage. So I think it's pretty funny that it's only 1.
It's just an inconvenience, really.
You can go around them either. Okay. Ottawa is up. I'm gonna do, I think, another magic missile. I believe has potential to kill.
Whoa.
Okay, does not kill, but he is down on the single digits that I love. Incus runs up. Bonus action dashes. He shoots. I don't believe with advantage, but he does have sneak attack. He misses. He throws his gun on the
Poor
ground
child.
and he starts kicking sand over it, and burying it like a cat. I don't even care.
He's so nonchalant.
Just wait, we don't care at all. You guys beat him or whatever. Whatever's most fun. Alta is up.
I mean, if he doesn't want to save me from the cage, I mean, that's all right. You know, I'm an adult. I can do these things myself.
Alta, you
but he
still
should
just
at least
sitting
pay.
there. Why is it all bubbly? What are you doing?
Is that really the most of your concerns right now?
Yeah, why you just get out of the water?
Yeah.
She's so silly.
She's so crazy.
Why is she
Love
fucking
her. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I did last time, I think. I don't think it's worth taking the action to get out.
Okay.
But, yeah.
70. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, you use levitate. So anything within 60 feet of you, you can make levitate.
Anything with
Choose creature or object.
a creature or object, you say?
Within range, 60 feet. Yep.
Okay, well, obviously the thing is an illusion, but she doesn't know it's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to get out of the water.
She tries to
So
use it
what
on the
happens
cage,
if she tries to use it on the cage?
so she uses it on the cage. She like zaps up this little bit of gravity she got from one of her impact dials that just does not work properly apparently. Instead it makes people float from her
She has
levitate dial.
levitate anyways, so yeah.
And it just sort of it shoots up into the sky and it just goes, "Oh, you wasted it. I would have taken that."
Huh? Well, I didn't mean to.
What is something seriously going wrong? I'm gonna come down and just like sort you out.
I mean, that's what I was asking for. Okay, well, I guess I'll make my attack then. I'll steady aim, same as last time. So it's gonna be
Okay.
neutral. Ferrum's there, so it's just a neutral attack. But I have sneak. 29?
That's him down. How do you beat him? This guy's been a thorn on your side for the past almost like 2 minutes.
It's kind of awkward doing this while I'm like
You're so
80
far away.
feet
in
away or
cage
something.
and water.
How does Belladonna do this all the time? Alright, Bear, get me something good.
He reaches in and he gives you a cat toy. It's like
This
a cat
is one of
feeder.
your favorites, isn't it, Bear?
Nods. He takes like the last snack out of it. It's like a cat feeder. He takes the last little snack out of it. He's done with it.
I feed the snack to Bear.
Seems to enjoy it. He then passes it on to you. A torch.
I'll make this slant. And I'm gonna throw it right at his. I assume he's facing Ferrum.
Yeah, he's got his back turned to you, facing Ferrum.
I'm gonna throw it right at the back of his head.
Back of his
It's
head.
his own
Ferrum.
fault for turning around
You hear a crack
and
again.
abandoning the fight.
He like stumbles forward, almost lands on top of you, and then he falls flat on his back, unconscious. See his like he has like daggers on him that he's not using anymore that fall out of his pockets. He's got a transponder snail and like the little like, mini transponder snail that he had in his ear all fall out, and kind of his inventory is laid flat in front of you as he goes unconscious.
This fucking pangolin.
After you take free damage. She gets
Oh,
zapped by
God.
your cage again. The boar is
Oh,
dying.
electric shocks!
Ferrum's up.
This fucking pangolin.
Got a pain in your neck.
Where could he be? Alright. On some real shit, I move here. And he's definitely gonna be here.
Okay.
Perception. He could be anywhere.
Belladonna's up.
Okay. I move 40 feet in this direction. And I search.
Okay.
I wonder.
So
what do I do?
it's just your passive perception, so it was 21.
Okay. 22.
22. You do not sense anything. You sense Alta. You sense Bear. You sense a dead body of a guard that was taking Robert Rifle hostage. You do not sense anyone else.
Okay. A bonus action dash and move another 40 feet.
Okay. She's metal detecting.
Yeah. This is really funny.
You found the caltrops.
In The Sims 4, when you be a detective, one of the things you have to do is just like walk into a room and search, and it's just like a beam comes out of you, and if there's a clue just spawns in on wherever you beam. So I feel like I'm doing that. I feel like I'm doing The Sims 4 detective searching.
Okay. Ottawa is up. Doesn't really have anything else she can do. The enemy is defeated. She makes a perception check again, but she's only got a +1 to this. No shit being spotted. Where'd this guy be? Alta is up again.
I feel like maybe I have to start trying to get out of the cage, man.
Okay.
I think she has to try to get out. So what's the check I have to make?
Investigation.
Okay. We will do that.
You're just as much in the cage as you were before. You and Ferrum equally looking clueless right now.
I mean, I hit that guy, but no one's coming over to help me. I guess they're busy with the penguin.
Alright, next turn, I'm coming down to help you. I'm going to splash water in your face. Says that 7 I think we just rolled a 7, right?
We did.
Levitate!
Yeah. This time, can I try myself?
Try it on yourself. You float up 20 feet in the air automatically. Your head bashes on the wall, on the on the cage. You take 6 damage.
Oh!
You're like floating in the cage now. You're not like, you can feel it's a bit weird because you're still in the water, but you can feel that it's not quite the water that's keeping you afloat. You don't have to tread water anymore. You're still within the cage.
Alright, Ickis has got to see that. I think that's weird.
What the freaking heck? Alta, maybe I'm the one that's tripping.
I don't really think I have anything I can do with my bonus action.
Oh, sure, you can always bonus action. You can always risk a gambit again.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
I can only do it
funny.
once. Evan, if you will let me do it, I will. But
Okay, just this once. Just because she's in the
I
cage.
feel like it's probably happened multiple descriptions of the cage.
Just this once. Just all those times. Alta hits her head. She floats. All of a sudden, Alta's invisible. She's gone. You become invisible for the next minute.
What the hell?
Alta,
Sure.
I wanted to help you, but like, if you're gonna be like that,
Here! I'm here!
where? Okay, just keep like splishing the water around so I can see where you are.
I can't, I'm in the air!
Oh my god. Okay, well, bear meow when I get close. Okay.
Good turn, good turn.
Pangolin's turn comes by. You take 2 psychic damage. She be getting zapped.
She does.
Ferrum, it's your turn.
I'm not expecting this to work, but in an act of frustration, can I hit the ground and thunderwave with the gauntlets? Just to see
Okay.
if it catches him.
You doing like all around you then?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing hits, unfortunately. As the turn order ends, you guys see like one of the nearby buildings for this area has like this big like a telephone pole with like some lights on it, and you guys hear a loud siren start to go off as the light lights up red and starts spinning around. It's like a warning siren or like an emergency. And you guys are out of combat.
Okay.
Which means it's events and situations time for me.
Alright, I'm rolling my exhaustion for 4 minutes too long.
Yeah, I was wondering is if he had a communicator. But then, I wasn't supposed to say.
Yeah, he has a communicator. He has a normal transponder snail and then the little one that he was using to talk to the pangolin guy.
But he would, he would not. I mean, there's no way we could pretend to be. But I'd have to do something crazy to turn this around.
Good thing the axolotl has, or the salamander has true sight.
Yeah.
That's known abilities that salamanders have.
Yeah, they do have that.
Give it to me straight, Evan. How bad is 2 stacks of exhaustion?
That's a -4 to everything.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hope everyone's ready for Renua. Woo!
I don't know if Ferrum's looking a little tired.
Ferrum is looking a little tired and low on most resources, but it's okay.
I'm okay. Alta took more damage just from being in that cage than like getting hit.
One of those ones where it's just like, once you've landed this, you can just as a bonus action deal damage without having to roll to hit for a while.
I think we rolled a lot of nat ones. It was not
Yeah.
Not the best
fair
rolling.
on perception me as well. I'm just like, what? They are not hashtag noticing.
Okay, the alarm goes off. Alta's out of the cage. In case,
Yeah,
like,
she's
by
so
the time the
visible
cage disappears, he comes and he starts splashing water, and he's like, "Don't worry, Alta, I got you. Just walk into the, or I guess try and lean towards the water, and I'll splash you, and you'll snap out of it."
I'm out.
You're welcome. And he offers a hand, just kind of wherever, to like help you up off the ledge, but he doesn't know where you are.
I say at this point, probably a minute we're out of combat. I'll probably flicker back into existence.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You. Oh, sorry about all that. You okay, Bear?
Bear looks pretty exhausted, but he's fine.
How many levels? That was pretty scary.
He looks pretty fine. He looks okay.
Alright, let's get back. Does Fair look okay to you?
I was gonna check up on Fair next. Fair went so long, and so long you can only do at night, but I guess it was the weird drugs. I think I seen them around o'clock.
Oh.
Oh no, I think Ferrum gave me some of those.
Ferrum gave you drugs.
What is this?
Well, I feel like
Okay.
Miss Donna was always worried about it the other way around. That's... Oh. I guess-
Ferrum gave me these medicinal herbs, you see, Belladonna.
Oh, medicinal herbs. Miss Donna, don't worry. He didn't use his words right. This happens sometimes. They're medicinal herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Sulang powder?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, Ingus,
Well-
those aren't herbs.
Oh yeah, well I know that. A little.
If Ferrum trusts you with it, then that's fine. But I know what the risks are of it, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. That's like the exhaustion and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
So Ferrum's probably feeling pretty fucking tired right now.
Yes. I'll go and check up on Ferrum. Is everyone okay? Is like if I'm like next to everybody, I'd assume that my blind sight I'd be able to pick up Alta and be able to see her.
Yeah, she's back.
Oh, yeah,
into
I'm back,
existence
I'm
now
back.
anyway.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, it was yeah. You were miles away, Miss Donna.
It is what I do.
Well, she's like, she's like, distant like parent or something. What the hell?
My helicopter parent, bro.
The opposite of helicopter parent.
Little bit sad about Anastasia, but you know.
Oh,
going to
right.
be
I'm sorry, Miss Donna. We kind of did just jump into the water and leave her.
Listen, if Anastasia did not take that hit, then it probably would have been one of you anyway, so I'd rather her take the hits than
you. We're in the water, so really it was for nothing. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Okay,
she served her purpose. It is okay.
She'll be back. She'll be back. Alright, should we maybe get over to Ferrum and then figure everything out, because I'm a little worried. You didn't
I'll go
find
over.
that pangolin, right?
We did not. I was going to try and maybe, you know, use his captain as leverage, but you know, I'm not exactly sad that guy's dead.
Oh, is he dead?
Is he dead?
I don't think
Oh, is he just knocked out?
Yeah, you did like a ranged attack that was like you could have chosen to be non-lethal, so I imagine non-lethal.
Yeah, the only time I would have killed him is when my plan to waterboard. But once that stopped happening, I kind of lost interest in killing him.
He's like knocked out like real bad. He also his body looks like it almost looks like he's lost musculature just.
I just wanted to hit him and make him spin around like Looney Tunes. I'll be honest. Like.
Oh, if he's knocked out, then you know. If the pangolin guy is still here, you know, we have a trade offer, I suppose. He's captain for Robert Rifle, but
is he still here? He might be a good way away. Can we check his body? Like, well, he's not dead, but you know what I mean. What's he got on him?
Yeah, check it.
So he's got a bunch of daggers, just like basic weapons that it seems like you can kind of glue together that he just mainly uses his devil fruit, and he hasn't used these in a while. And he's got his devil fruit like fairly recently. He's got a transponder snail, and he's got a mini one that is like sort of like a baby transponder snail, but it was like placed into his ear essentially, like a clip that so that it was like really quiet, so he could have like secret conversations. Essentially, so it wasn't on loudspeaker for you guys to overhear.
So he was using this to communicate with the pangolin, right?
Must be.
So
am I able to?
Them?
Yeah. Am I able to use? Well, first off, who wants a heal? Who wants a health kit?
It's whatever you want, girl.
Yeah, it's whatever you're feeling.
I have a good chunk. Don't worry.
I'm hoping there's a rest in our future. So.
Yeah, but like this will save us using hit die. So hold on.
Okay. I forget what are. What, do I have to roll something?
I roll. It's 2d6.
I have no idea.
No, I think it's 1d6, and then yes, it's 1d6 plus 4 plus our level, which is 8. So plus 12.
Okay.
So this is going to be for Ferrum first. 16.
Okay, thank you.
And then this is for Alta. 15.
Yippee, thank you.
Does Incus want one?
I don't think he got
He didn't get hit.
You didn't get hit?
He's a little wet.
Probably, I think.
Did Ottawa get hit?
I don't have it marked that she
Good bit, right?
got hit. I don't think. Oh no, she got hit a bunch from before. Yeah. She
Yeah.
is pretty low. Yeah.
Okay. And then this is for Ottawa. Also 16.
Okay, she's almost back to full from that.
Nice.
We saw their ship at port, right, Evan?
Yep. It's like a decent walk away, but you guys seen it. Because like kind of in between, like a hill separates you guys and like the port.
Where's the alarm coming from?
It's essentially like one of these. There's like a up in the corner where Ferrum and Incus originally were battling. There's just like a little office almost. base of operations, and the alarm is just sort of sounding from a pole outside of that.
We could try and head them off by going to their ship. They might just try and leave with your dad, and they stole my card.
Well, they could leave that way. I'm also worried about them leaving up, potentially.
Right.
I guess don't think there's a sky ship here right now. But I don't know why they'd take him unless they wanted to go fly up, right?
Yeah.
That would be my assumption as well, or else they're trying to, I don't know, fuck with the sky pirates in some way, like maybe offer him as a ransom or something.
They took my Viva card. I think they're in it for the money.
What? They took your Viva card, the one to...
The one to Zoe. They stole it out of my pocket.
Oh. Is that all they took?
Can I do a check, Evan?
Spy it all out. That's the only thing they took.
Yeah, it's all they
Okay,
took. And there was
they didn't even take your money or anything.
No.
Okay, fair. We'll get it back.
Was the pangolin not also a mink?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So wouldn't they have also had a Viva card to Zoe?
Yeah, but they could, I don't know, sell this one or give it to someone. I don't know.
You see.
Okay, so where do we want to go? We also have the thing that we can call them with, I guess?
Can I check my pockets real quick and see?
Yeah, nothing has been touched from.
That thing didn't come near you. It was too scared of your aura.
I tried to push you once and
No,
like,
I
sorry.
remember. I remember I had to do a check for a perception check and I didn't notice anything, so I'm wondering what that was.
It was to see if you got your hockey. Because it was whenever you were starting to look for him. Then you succeeded, so you didn't have to roll again.
Okay, that's what that was. Yes, I say we call Pangolin and try to, offer a deal. At the very least, we can try and find out why it is they want to report.
Okay, do we want to walk and talk, or do we want to
We can walk and
just
talk.
stand here? Because
Yeah, we can walk and
if
talk.
this doesn't work, I don't know. So, all right, there's an alarm going off in that building, and then there's also the ship. Would one of those things be like in the opposite direction to the other, like going to the ship, and going to the office where the alarm's going off?
The alarm is like a 20-second walk from you guys. You guys can just check it out. You see it here also that the alarm is just like going around the island. So this area has like one speaker blaring this alarm, and then way over at the port you can hear like an echo as if it's playing again. It seems like this one started first.
Okay, can I run it then? Maybe.
Yep.
If that's fast before we check the boat.
Yep. You see it's just Robert Rifle's personal office. It is very few things in there. It's got a lot of paperwork for like the employees he has. And he's got this like little model of a pirate ship with like a skull that has angel wings on the front, and it's got like a little hot air balloon attached to it that he has.
Okay, he doesn't have like a picture on his desk of a son or a daughter or a drill car.
He has a little model of a drill car because they sell those in the circus too.
Okay.
And you see like a really old group picture of him and Ecclesi. They're just kind of like, it's one of those pictures where it looks like they've got like their backs turned and someone else is taking a picture and told them to look over their shoulders, and they're drinking like on the deck of the ship. And you notice that Ecclesi is like, he looks identical to how he does now. Robert Rifle is like mid to late, or maybe he's like 40, mid 40s. He looks like he's like 20 here. And yeah, they just kind of look like they're having a good time drinking.
So Ecclesi looks like
He looks
same
identical,
age.
yeah, same age.
Yeah, I put the photo down on its front. I don't want to look at that.
Yep.
All right, where's the sorcery on?
So the alarm, you can like turn it off, and then they also have like a system for explaining why the alarm works, like a manual almost for new hires. And it's just talking about like the certain tune of the alarm, and it describes it. And the tune of this alarm it describes is that essentially Robert Rifle himself, as the head of security, has left the island without clocking out, essentially. So it would be almost like you can like buzz yourself in and out of an office, but if there's something on him that is tracking him that he has left the office and he has not buzzed himself out. So
okay. And there's no way I can track him beyond that. Like...
Doesn't seem like there's anything like that. It's basically just like he's gone and there's a loud alarm going off from it. The others just seem like it's like a general like panic button or something like that hasn't been pressed.
Right. So it's actually the island itself.
Yeah, seems to be like he's left the island without essentially writing down that he's done it. Gonna read further on it, like the alarms might mean and stuff like that. It's more like personal annotated notes at this point. Sure. He just says that it calls for backup, and the backup will come and hopefully scout the area.
So this alarm will call for backup.
Yes. Any big panic alarm that they're like it glows red instead of like amber, it's gonna call for backup. And
I want backup.
it seems like it says like estimated time of arrival is like 20 minutes for backup.
Okay.
It's been like a minute or two since the
I don't know how we feel about backup. I mean, it's not like we did anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else in his office apart from like the alarm stuff?
Yeah, give me an investigation
with
with advantage.
Advantage.
You know, men like to keep things.
It's my fake dad, you know. What?
Like to keep things. Like to be a magpie every now and then.
Okay, man. 19.
You find similarly that he has just a bunch of like old pictures that he's hidden away, and some of these he's scrapped, which is of him and Ecclesi, and he writes like this story about how Ecclesi's like his beauty never withers despite the years that are fly past. And the last thing that he writes down in this like journal, it's like a captain's log, but it's basically just like random thoughts he has, and it's nothing that important. He mentions so like 20 years ago, is the last time he wrote down for his like Sky Pirates log. He said that Ecclesi saw a fortune teller today. He seemed very distant. And it seems like he's kind of not. That was like the last time he had like a pirate adventure or something. He would always like write down a thought or two as he sailed out to sea. And he's been a warlord like crewmate for a while, but he's also like got a company now. And that was like the last of his
20
his
years
notes
ago.
that he kept. Yep, 20 years since he properly sailed.
Oh.
And he talks about Davy Jones, or not, what do you call him? Ecclesi having nightmares and believing that he had some connection to Davy Jones, and that Ecclesi had to recruit someone because he had to recruit this fortune teller because he kept having nightmares and he couldn't sleep, and he was going mad because of like paranoia and lack of sleep. And that was kind of whenever they last were together as a pirate crew fully.
Cool. Okay, so that'd be 20 years ago. So that was before. That was before anything to do with Belladonna. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I guess that's everything then. I'll go running out.
Okay.
Guys, he's gone.
He's what?
That alarm. It means he's left the island completely.
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's see if the ship's gone. If the ship's not gone, I don't know where he's gone. And also, it says there'll be backup on the way. I don't know how we feel about that. In the next 20 minutes.
We could just go.
You might have to.
Just leave?
Go look for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go look for him.
It says
Yeah.
he's left the island, so let's just check if their ship
okay.
is still there. Because if their ship isn't there, I mean, he didn't see anything fly away. Then I don't know how he could have gone.
Okay, let's run, and I will use the snail.
What are you gonna say?
Just like, hey, you want your captain back? You give back the man.
Okay.
And the card?
Go for it.
Okay. Someone give me hand carrying poor man.
Right. Okay. Historically, trying this, I've failed every time, but he's unconscious, so I can try.
Okay, you guys make it up over the hill. You see out where your ship was docked. You see where their ship was docked. It is like a couple, like 100 feet out to sea, and it seems to be like anchored out, not quite over the horizon or anything like that, but it's not moving.
Okay, can I try the baby transponders now?
Yep, it like fizzles for a little bit, but it just seems to be barely in range of this person.
Okay. Hey, Mink.
Hello, yes.
Hello. I would like to offer you an exchange. We have your captain here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You have a fellow we would like.
I think my hostage is a little more valuable.
Is he? This is your captain.
A warlord of the sea cares about him quite a bit. I think we can leverage that for quite a lot.
Okay, which warlord are you talking about? Ecclesi?
Ecclesi, yes.
Okay.
He seems to care quite a lot. It seems like he would do a lot to keep him alive. He's been with him quite a long time.
Do you think you're warlord level? Like, do you think if Ecclesi found out about this, that, you have a standing against Ecclesi?
I think if I keep this man nice and weak, that maybe Ecclesi would not have the speed to take me out before I take him out. I'm kind of banking on that. They've got quite a career together. I don't think he's going to throw that all away. I couldn't beat him in a fight, but we knew that we could. My captain, he had a devil fruit so that no matter what he did here, he stayed in his hybrid form so that nobody would recognize his face. We can go back to living normal lives after this. I could do the whole interrogation of Ecclesi completely unseen.
Now that he's unconscious, has he gone back to his human form?
He's still in his hybrid form. Seems to be like he's been living like this, and it's sort of his default.
Okay.
Miss Belladonna, can you ask him about the card?
Oh, yeah, how come you stole something from a member of my crew?
Right, yes.
May I ask why? And what for?
Well, the why is simple. There's a mink that has been ousted from mink society. He's not allowed back.
Is that you?
No. The minks don't really know much about me. It's been a long time since I've set foot on Zhao. I've built a life for myself out here, and I quite like it. No, there's a mink. His name is Fast Knuckle. He runs the science division of the Marines. He is all of their inventions. He's not exactly welcome back home, but he wanted a key to get back just in case. He seems to have plans for the elephant and to, give it some upgrades. And plus, if they don't accept him back, he can always just hand it over to one of the big scary guys in the top, in the government.
Okay.
They've wanted their hands on one for quite a while.
What is it that you want exactly, then?
I want to be able to live in comfort and to develop my research and make my little gadgets for the rest of my life without having to look over my shoulder. And I think that anything that Ecclesi is hoarding up there is this great land of wealth that he could part with quite a lot of it and still have the government's funding, and it wouldn't be a scratch to him, but it would let us live our lives in peace and never have to want for anything.
Land of wealth. Miss Donna, ask them where are they going next.
Where are you going next, then? Where are they?
Well, I was going to either try. Maybe if a few more of us survived this battle, or if we didn't have this battle in the first place, we were going to go to Renua, see the treasures that they have. It's such an off-limits place that commoners like us don't get to go up there. It seems to be a thing for celestial dragons now or something. So I just figured if we can take celestial dragon treasure, if we can take this ancient treasure, we should be able to make enough to keep us afloat for the rest of our lives. And after that, we are going to be heading to somewhere that I can't tell you because we want to live out our life in secret and in peace.
Okay, but now that it's just
you? I mean, how are you going to make it up to the Sky Islands?
I'm sure I won't get quite as much profit as I expected, but I am going to demand Ecclesi to bring me down as much as available, and he will not get his first mate back until, or not his first mate, his second in command. Third in command? I don't know how that works. He'll not get him back unless he also pardons my captain from whatever jailing he ends up in. I know warlords have the ability to pardon people like that, so it doesn't matter where my captain loses as long as he gets captured. I guess you guys are not going to jail him exactly, but if needs be, I can live comfortably on my own.
We have a deal, though, with Robert Rifle. He was going to take us to the Sky Islands. Not just this kind of waiting, betting game that you've got going on. He was going to actually take us there.
Right,
So
well, I'm sorry to disrupt it.
You want a pardon from a warlord?
Well, if needs be, I can do it. If our captain, I know he takes quite a while to go down, and he could buy me a lot of time to sneak away. So I just figured if he was the only one that got captured, it wouldn't be so bad. We could get him pardoned. He's not exactly a notorious criminal, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. Showed up and took one man hostage in this world, especially now with the pirates flooding the sea. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world. I was only doing that as insurance, but if my captain is being defeated and if you are not willing to jail him like I expected Marines to be the one to catch us, or even Ecclesi himself, and he would have to hand us into the Marines, I believe, then I guess I'll live comfortably on my own. I'll make enough money by handing it over to Fast Knuckle anyway.
Can't we work together on this, or am I crazy?
For what reason? What do you have to offer?
Well, we can go up to Renua.
We, Robert Rifle, the man that you have with you, he likes us. He was going to take us up to Renua.
Right, well, he was awake for a while and I knocked him out again. I heard him whispering a name. Tell me the name of your crew members.
He whispered the name.
Is this a trick?
I mean, presumably he was talking about you, right, Alta?
Well, I maybe, possibly. Did you mention anything to him? To be just doing that?
Belladonna, whenever just before he went unconscious, the only thing he said is that we're friends of Alta. And then he went unconscious.
Oh. Yeah, no, he was talking about my crewmate Alta.
Alright, well, at least you're not complete liars, then yes,
we're not lying at all. So I know that, when did you become pirates? Was this after Roger's little speech?
Yes. I'd been preparing things for battle myself, but that's just because a mink can never be too prepared in this world. Strictly for self-defense, and I've kind of turned it around.
That's true. So, you wouldn't happen to, recognize any of us from bounty posters, would you?
I don't know any of you.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to know who the other warlords of the sea are, then?
I must admit, I didn't exactly do much research on anyone except Ecclesi. He's the only one that really mattered to the plan.
Well, if you, have access to any of that other information, you are welcome to, confirm that we are in fact warlords. And if it is, a warlord's, pardons you wish for.
You better... Well, I would... I guess in that way I would get my captain back out of jail, but I wouldn't get any of the treasure from Renua.
But
What part are you not getting?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm a Sky Islander. Okay, I don't really know what's going on, but I don't know how I feel about this whole thing of celestial dragons' wealth and treasure. I don't know if it should be there.
It doesn't seem like it should be that way. That's why I don't really feel bad from stealing. It seems like the era of the Skylands is over.
Right. So if okay. So if we're down, if you're okay, we can all go up to Renua, and then we can look into this. And if it does seem like all that stuff shouldn't be there, maybe you could take some of it.
Are you going to sneak me up there? Because I think Robert Rifle is not exactly going to be happy with... I think Ecclesi might be on his way, or some of his people.
Well, you seem pretty sneaky, right?
I can sneak, I can't do much else, I just... So, were you saying you'd be willing to smuggle me? And then I can take all of the celestial... I mean, yes, but I would need added protection on top of that.
Listen,
Yeah, sure.
as long as that stuff the Celestial Dragon has didn't originally belong to Renua, the Sky Islanders, it's fine by me. I don't think they should be having that.
As far as our deal goes, I would be happy with this, though if it so happens to be that the Celestial Dragons do not have any wealth to steal, I will be taking enough to keep myself comfortable, regardless of who it comes from.
Well, we'll see what happens there if we get there.
Okay, I'm going to... Okay. Your plan makes sense. I'm going to confirm some things by speaking to Robert Rifle. I will give myself some insurance to make sure that this works. You guys think of what you want to do in the worst case scenario where Ecclesi himself comes down.
Oh, I guess there's backup coming, right? Okay, we'll think.
Okay, he hangs up.
I mean,
Alta starts pacing.
I point at the boar guy. We have a scapegoat.
We do.
Right.
If this guy wakes up, this guy doesn't know anything about the plan, so if this guy wakes up, he's going to be like, yeah, these guys attacked me. And we'll be like, yeah, we attacked him because he was taking Robert Rifle.
Right.
We don't know where Robert Rifle currently is. That part is lie. But we attempted. And then, what does Ecclesi have on us then? We tried to protect his crewmate as, warlord camaraderie. There you go.
It's just Miss Donna. Maybe it would be fine. I don't know. Ecclesi, he I think I remember it now. He did. I guess the easiest way to say it is he threw me off my Sky Island. He's the reason I fell.
Oh.
All those years ago. And I guess it's been so long, and I was just a kid, and it was just probably something he's completely forgotten about by now. But I don't know. What if he hasn't forgotten? I guess that's
Then I will bury that motherfucker alive.
Okay, just wanna. I mean, it's fine, right? I mean, it's probably fine. No, I can do it. I can do it. I just need a minute. I can
You
do
don't
it.
have
Okay.
to do it if you don't want to.
No, but we're warlords now. We're a crew. Not even we're the crew. I'm the vice captain now, fair.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm not a little kid anymore. So, he might not even show up.
yeah,
So,
and he might
it's
not even
okay.
recognize you.
right. But obviously, I mean, Robert Rifle, I don't know if I can call him my fake dad anymore. He was there too, right, that day. And I mean, I don't think he recognized me at first, but he did. I think he knows by now. What happened? I was reading, I guess, through something like his journal. I suppose they used to be pretty close. by the sounds of it. But it seems like Ecclesi just hasn't been getting any older. Or something. And I don't know, the way the pangolin was talking, it was like... I don't know, he thought that Ecclesi would give... He obviously thought they were close, but from the sounds of it, Robert Rifle is ready to jump ship, right? And switch over to our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
was he lying, or does it only go one way, or does it not? Or is it just a useless threat in general?
I don't think that pangolin fully knows what he's really talking about.
Sure, yeah.
He kind of just walked up to some guy. He has a very one-dimensional view about this. Like, going up and stealing from celestial dragons because you think they don't deserve the money. That ideally, yes, but like, you can't exactly just roll up, do what you want, and let other people do.
Don't say that, Miss Donna, because I just agreed that was the plan.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Here's the thing.
Okay, well, we'll just get up there first. Worry about that end of the deal later.
What I'm saying is, I don't. If they've been pirates since after Roger has passed, they've been at this for like less than a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what they're doing their first month on a pirate ship.
How long have we been here? Out of curiosity.
We were on like Gallagher's ship for like a few months together. Calm down.
Okay, but that's so new. How long have you been this captain this time?
I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just saying I know more than him.
You know more than me as well. Okay. Well, yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. We're both warlords, like you say, so if he comes down, even if he can't do anything, right? None of us can really do anything, so hopefully everything's okay, and then we get to renew it, and I can see what's going on, and then I can figure out what exactly I'm doing. Right?
Right. Do you want to take a minute to yourself, look out at the boats?
The boats I'm seeing right now are pretty disconcerting. Okay.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I give you guidance.
Thanks, Miss Donna.
Probably won't be able to use it in the next minute, but like,
It's the thought that counts.
it's the thought.
Exactly.
You guys get a call back.
Yep.
Starts ringing.
Okay. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Hello. I just woke up the Robert Rifleman myself. He essentially corroborated all your information. It seems to be correct. You are, in fact, a warlord crew. Perhaps we were a little hasty jumping into this mission, but, you know, captains like that are a dime a dozen, but they are certainly powerful and worth putting my trust in, so, you know, it was a good idea, I think. To make it this far was not so bad. I am...
Where'd you come from? Are you from Grand Line or are you...
I'm from Zoe.
I mean, your crew.
Oh.
When you guys met up.
My crew are all from the Grand Line. That's we've all been fighters
okay.
in one way or the other, so we were already quite powerful when we joined together.
How long you been pirates for?
So whatever the date would be, 2 days after Roger's speech.
Oh, so
Like 40-something days ago.
It's been a little bit. In a couple of weeks. That's why we figured we kind of had to act fast, because if we got a bounty, then we would be well known. People would know our faces, they'd know our names. It'd be better if we showed up as an unknown crew, all of us with ways to conceal our identity. We took what we needed and retired. Wasn't, you know. I wasn't very swayed by Roger's words, but everyone else seemed to be, and I miss our poor giant. I see that you guys put him away, but it's okay, he was the newest recruit.
So you're less sad about it?
I didn't exactly know the man.
Yeah, fair.
I notably yelled at him quite a lot, very often, and he refused to listen to me. But I kind of find his oafishness a bit endearing.
I mean, yeah, but I yell at Incus a lot. That doesn't mean I don't like him. I say that quietly so Incus doesn't hear me.
Incus is burying his gun.
Oh, bless.
Well, I mean, I met him, a couple of days ago? Our partnership, our crew is more of a business partnership anyway.
Oh, that's... I cover the snails so the pangolin can't hear me. See, that's probably why they failed.
So, he was a couple steps removed from someone that I saw in a bar once or twice, as far as things went. But it was sad. He was someone who had, I would say a bit of a heart of gold. Our captain talked him into the plan. He was honestly probably going to be the one that was left behind if our captain had insurance of his own that this guy would stay behind and swing at Ecclesia as we got away in case anything went bad. So it's just a little sad to see that he's gone.
Okay, so now that he's corroborated our story, what's next?
I'm happy to join in, and I've made it that my hostage is hopefully a little more valuable. I've installed an explosive device in his neck.
Oh.
What?
Go along with the plan,
Okay.
and all will be fine. I will remove it as we leave Renua together.
Okay.
Alright.
He asked quite a lot of questions about you, Altalune, so...
What kind of questions?
If you were okay, where you'd went missing to. I didn't know you went missing because I didn't really know about you, but I told him that you were okay. And he asked you if you had if you had made it out of the circus okay. He said that he heard that you had a speech in the circus and he wanted to talk to you. But you can get chummy again whenever the angel descends from above, and if we survive that.
Sure, we're on our way. You don't think the angel descending from above will be angry about the explosive?
He doesn't have to know this.
Oh, okay, so it's very subtle.
It is. It's deep into his neck,
okay.
right along the spinal cord. Just a little explosive. It doesn't need much. It's just it'll snap the spine if needed and instantly kill him. Easy to remove too.
Alta and Belladonna are gonna have to do some new corrective surgery. They're gonna have to put the gloves back on for a second round.
So best make up your excuse with the Khaleesi man, and leave a few extra paces for the. I guess should I leave Robert Rifle back to you guys? If you're planning to pin the blame on someone, I think it would make less sense for me to still be out at sea with him.
Right, okay.
Well,
Do you have an idea, Miss Donna?
I was planning on pinning the blame on the captain here, and then, you said that we can have a pardon or whatever. Wait, were we planning on using our pardon for anything else? Do we only get one?
I think you get one every couple 6 months or something like that. It's a really rare
One
thing.
every 6 months. Okay. Ugh.
Well, what about the giant?
We could pin it on the giant. You're not exactly say he's gone. We just say if you have a way to hide your captain, then we can pin the blame on all of the other members of the people who have died here.
I could hide my captain on the ship, but Khaleesi can poke around quite a bit, I imagine he would check it. The issue is my captain was fully in the plan, and he was aware of every detail of it. So if he finds out that I betrayed him, unless the pardon is being used, I don't think he would go along with it. I also don't know if I could have time to fill him in on absolutely everything that has changed. If Ecclesi is not giving us what we want and Ecclesi is not jailing him, he'll probably think the plan went awry. I'd say either jail him yourself in some way, hand him over to Ecclesi, or kill him. The giant can take the fall. That was his plan originally. Or his, not his plan, but his purpose.
You don't care if we were to kill your captain? You really don't care?
It'd be preferable if not, because if they had to look, they would have to look at a couple different suspects, right? After the whole theft is done. But stealing from Ecclesi and the dragons is also, a risk in itself. I guess I would have to. Less stealing would be needed if it was only for one person. No, it's do whatever you see is best. It's not like killing him for his devil fruit would be all that useful anyway. It's a pretty basic zone type.
Oh, after I took all those notes. Right. What do we think is best, Miss Donna?
We give him up to Ecclesi. Ecclesi's just going to kill him. Yeah. This guy does not seem all that sad. I mean, yeah, he's sad, but he's not like...
He doesn't seem upset.
Yeah.
We just leave him here?
I mean, also, he did attack you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm that wasn't said in a disapproving intonation. Sorry. I'm just going through a lot right now. Sorry. Let me ask that again. Do we just leave him here?
I mean, yeah. I guess. We could give him to Ecclesi, and then maybe Pangolin can try and steal him back.
Yeah, I mean we can leave it to him. I mean they're crew, so we can do our best. But at the end, it's up to them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Why is he settling the task to us? It's his captain.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, we give this guy to Ecclesi. We just be like, hey, this guy tried to steal Robert
I mean, that was their original plan anyway.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We just Pangolin just gives us Robert Rifle. We just say, hey, this guy tried to kill your guy. But we stopped him because we have the ultimate rifle. Okay, that's what we do. Fuck this guy.
Okay, are we all good?
When he comes over, can I steal the card off him? I don't want him to, kill your dad, but I can't let him leave with it.
Okay. Do we know how he can kill?
Well, he said he had a bomb.
Yeah, so is it like a button
We could,
he presses?
I could try and turn it off.
Ooh.
But
I don't know if it's an electrical bomb.
I think we should. I can try and do a little medicine investigation on Robert Rifle, perhaps, to see what the story is and if this is because this could be something that it's connected to the pangolin himself.
Technically, we're going. Yeah, sorry. We're gonna work with the pangolin, right? So this isn't gonna be the last we see of him. So there'll hopefully be a few opportunities. I know, Pfeffer, I want you to get it back as quickly as possible as well. But maybe once Miss Donna's taken a look.
Yeah.
Rubber rifle, or maybe even... I don't know. I know. I absolutely agree. You need to get it back as soon as possible. I just... Maybe right now could be a little dangerous. Unless you got your ability enhanced. No, I don't know.
Well, who has a sleight of hand?
Looks at Incus.
Look over Incus is unburying his gun, cleaning up.
Incus, Adwa, get over here.
They come over.
We're making plan.
What's the plan?
Is your sleight of hand +8 or +11 or somewhere between that range?
If I was to rate it on a 1 to really good, it would be a +10.
Okay, so yeah, you've got expertise.
Yeah, thanks, Alta. I am an expert.
I'm only just proficient.
It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. He pat you in the back.
What if I only have... I'm gonna be of expertise. I don't know why I do give myself expertise. I guess I don't use it a lot.
And the pangolin, he wants help being snuck in anyway. So,
yeah.
Whenever pangolin first meets up, we steal.
So does this guy just have rubber rifle? Is there anything else he has that we want?
He's got the fever card.
Oh. Well, what's he want it for?
He wants to sell it to one of the military guys, Fast Knuckle.
Oh, I guess he is a mink.
Yeah, but what if he gives it to someone bad?
Neither of you know why Fast Knuckle was kicked out of Zoo, do you?
He got kicked out whenever he joined the Marines.
Oh,
a pretty high-ranking position.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
But I don't know. I didn't get the vibe he was a really nasty person. I'm wondering what his purpose is there, and if he's abandoned Zanisha, or what the whole job he's doing is.
Well, if he's looking for someone to give him a Weaver card, I don't think he has abandoned.
I'd rather give it to him on my terms rather than just some guy giving it to him if he is good.
I haven't really run into any older minks as well. I guess I'd like to ask some questions. I guess it'd be better to find out.
Pangolin is older mink. We can ask why.
Yeah, I only got a quick look.
Then again, he did say he hasn't been in Zoo for a while, so.
Okay, well, is he willing to give it back?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think this is why I was asking how good your sleight of hand is on a scale.
Oh, I see. Alta, it really all comes together in the end. Yeah. I could steal it, but if he has a hostage, I guess I'd probably wait a while in case he notices.
Yeah, it might be better to wait until he gets the thing out of Rifle Nick.
Or at least until we figure out a bit better how it works after you do a medical investigation.
Yes, I would like to find out what is the deal with it.
Cool, so we're ready, right? We're good.
I believe so. We also have Adwa and Incus in the loop as to what the plan is.
Okay. You see the ship starts coming back towards the shore. It lands. It makes land. Rubber Rifle is tied up and he's left on the beach by an invisible force. And you guys see footprints in the sand. Just kind of, he walks through silently and stands into the grass, where you can be unseen.
Guess we go over.
Well, are you all ready to go through this? It won't be long now.
Is this the pangolin talking?
Yeah.
Who's who speaking? Okay.
Invisible. He's just kind of standing near you guys. Essentially drops off Rubber Rifle next to you guys and then walks over to...
Does he come within my blind sight range?
You could walk up to him, but he doesn't he's a bit away from you guys.
Okay. I will walk up to him just to have him within blind sight range, and I'm going to... He knows I have blind sight, doesn't he?
Yeah, he caught on to it whenever he tried to attack you.
Okay. Well, I just politely extend my hand and just say, like, will we shake on it?
All right. I've a decent amount to gain from this. So I think that the risk will fall on you guys for smuggling me if anything goes bad.
I put my favorite mark on him.
It gives you a handshake. Give me a stealth.
A stealth. I make this an advantage.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. Your all's perception just in case.
Is he goated?
Gets a reroll on this if things go bad too. He's got one reroll on whenever he fails. You can use it on. Does not notice. It attaches to him. Alright, great. So, good luck handling all the acting from here. Whatever way you're getting brought up, you know, let there be wiggle room for me.
Okay, sure, whatever.
You guys, after a while, the alarm goes off, and you hear this like rumbling, almost like an earthquake, but it's coming from the sky.
Okay, so did we
is
talk
central
to?
Yeah.
Did we talk to Robert Rifle or anything before that? Or is he just?
Oh
is he
yeah, you
unconscious?
can talk
He's
to
just
him.
hanging
Yeah.
out.
He's essentially being like knocked out and like brought back so many times for questions, and also so that he can't listen in. So he's fine. The boar guy looks out for like he's gonna be out for like days.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Like, he did his
I
first
also-
awakening
What a
and he
cat
got his
toy.
ass beat.
I also say to the pangolin, look, I am a doctor, so it would look suspicious if I did not attempt to heal Dracula in some way. So,
Yeah, can we like untie him and stuff too?
yeah.
Feel free, I guess, if the images that you guys successfully forwarded our plans, then it only makes sense.
Right, we do that, I guess. So is he conscious right now?
He wakes up after Belladonna treats him, essentially.
He gets 7 plus whatever Robert Rifle's level is.
Okay. He's a little healthier. Yep, if you untie him, he's kind of like, he's once again in the same position he was in, where he was like a gagged, like bound all over and like blinded. He looks and goes, didn't think I'd be meeting you guys again like this. My head is killing me. What's the situation?
What is the situation?
Oh, Alta, is he? Oh, okay. Kind of like, it looks like he's like kind of seeing blurry. He looks over and he's like, I heard your, I caught the end of your performance.
I forgot. Did they see it in Renua?
That's, I haven't been up since, but I know they did, because they always listen in. Nothing came bad from it. I didn't hear much. It was just that Khaleesi sent me a message, one that I couldn't respond to, saying just to be more vigilant of who comes in for security. But I mean, he's short of me, so it could have been about the Roger speech. It could have been about the performance. It doesn't seem like he mentioned much about it, to me at least. I don't know what's going on up there.
That's fine. That's good. Are you still okay to take us up?
I'm happy to. I'm a little nervous under what just happened. What happened with
Sure.
the kidnappers? You guys defeated them? I guess.
Yeah.
Remember the
I hold up
some
the
guy-
boy's unconscious body with a big smile.
Okay, good. Is he dead? You guys finally
No,
through it?
he's
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm out of it. If you guys have any questions, I can try my best to answer. I just I don't know what the situation is, and I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I guess. Are you wanting me to come up with you? Are you wanting me to just give you the pass and say that you're fine to go up?
I don't know.
Ecclesi
We
is
should
on
probably-
his way down, so
Maybe.
I feel like if we go up immediately after this alarm has started blaring, and Khaleesi's going to think that we're the ones who attacked you.
He won't come down.
He won't come down?
He'll send his people, but he won't come down.
Okay. Well, as long as, you know, we can have, you know, you to verify for us, would Khaleesi trust? Of course he would trust his own people. What am I saying? I just want you to be able to verify that, you know, we were not the ones who attacked you.
Are you planning on... he kind of looks over at Alton. He's like, are you planning on taking him down?
I need to see it first.
For now, I'll just... Well, I know that you guys were not the ones that attacked me, and I know you guys did defeat them. That's all I'll say. I want to jump ship, but I understand things are complicated for you guys in this situation. And things are complicated with me and Khaleesi. It's been a while since we have really spoken much. It's pretty powerful, and I would be prepared for Renee to look different. It feels like every time I went up before, it looked drastically different. It didn't seem like he had a great vision for what it would be, and he kind of went back on things a couple times.
I wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway, so...
I did get one worrying report, but I disbelieved it, of course. One person came through not too long ago. Miss Echo, his right-hand man, she had told me that she'd captured the last Renewin and showed me her prisoner. She looked a lot like you, but didn't seem to be you. I didn't say otherwise.
Did she have a cat?
He's...
Yeah, but Alta also has a cat.
Yeah, he's
Not the
right
same
here. She's... I don't know if I want to say related, because I don't know if she is. But I know her. Well, we'll deal with it.
Okay.
But definitely not me.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't. I just want to let you know what I see, and it seems like
It's good to know.
seems like she was quite happy with herself for taking you back, I suppose. I don't know how she was convinced by that, because she seen you during the performance, and two of you were quite different. One had the black wings, when, you know, she had red evil eyes.
I guess maybe I didn't leave much of an impression, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it was my first circus, so it's whatever.
I don't think it was that. I think if you go up to Renault, you got to be careful. You might be a bit of a celebrity up there. Or they might be really mad at you. Either way. There's no way what you did not leave an impression.
Sure. So they what? They imprisoned her, or is she going to be in danger?
I think they want to imprison her. I don't know much about what happened to all the Renowns. I just know Khaleesi told me at one point that he would keep them safe, but they would not, you know, have access to anything anymore. But of course, whatever. I mean, I have reason to believe that he was involved in the reason you're down here, of course. So I don't know how much I believe that.
You know, you don't have to lie to me, you know?
About what?
About the reason I'm down here.
I heard about another Sky Island. All the children were knocked overboard. Miraculously, only the children survived. I have a feeling that the same happened to Renault.
The same might have happened to Renault, but that's not what happened to me.
Oh,
You know that,
what happened to you?
right? Is he being for real right now? I can also check if he's being so for real right now.
Yeah, give me an insight.
Yeah.
You get like an advantage because like everyone is looking into him as well. I think if you want.
Oh, cool.
Imagine there's sort of like a
Does
passive
she
help
still
action
have
here.
my guidance?
Oh yeah, you did say you did that. So sure.
Oh my god.
Okay, but watch this. Watch
Damn.
This. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Oh!
You get a great read on Robert Rifle. You know that he's sort of a man that's kind of like plagued by a guilt, but he seems to know what he's done is wrong, but like he doesn't believe. You get the impression he doesn't believe anything he did with the Sky Pirates was wrong, but this is something like separate. And he, regardless of for whatever reason, does not seem to click together that any Renown was knocked overboard or off the island, and he does not seem to see what you're insinuating at all. The closest thing he relates it to is he's kind of you can tell he's kind of connecting the dots that what happened to you seems similar to what happened to these kids, and he just thinks that Khaleesi did the same. He doesn't seem to know at all. But you do remember he was there, and you're very 100% sure of your memory that he was there. And he
Well, 100%
watched.
doesn't mean a lot. But you were there. Like, Khaleesi's... He's the whole reason that I'm down here. I dream of it every single night. He threw me off. He used his devil fruit.
Oh,
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
I've
you
only
just
been to Renown
watched.
a few times. I was there the day he first arrived. Was he there for a while whenever you were sent away?
No. I don't remember. You were there. You were both there.
What were we doing? What do you remember?
You were talking about
Okay.
something. I wasn't supposed to be there.
All right. I mean-
think I'd been with my parents before, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know of your parents, but I've also never really met Renown before you properly. I'd seen them around. When I went up there, the first time he brought me there, he used his devil fruit to rip apart a part of an island, and he showed me all the minerals within it. He asked me what I could do with them, and he wasn't in a great mood, but it was just me, him, and his right-hand man at the time were around. He had this whole thing where he staged this attack to make it seem like he was some great hero. He brought this Sea King into the sky and pretended it was a fierce dragon, and he slayed it. I remember that much. I thought we were conning some people that didn't know better. I didn't know we would inhabit the island. I thought we might rob some resources that shouldn't have been ours, but we're pirates, that's what we do. I don't remember seeing you. I don't remember a child being thrown over.
I only remember the two of you. There was someone else there? Who was his right-hand man at the time?
The Miss Echo, she was the one at the circus that was there representing him. She was the one that brought back your strange doppelganger person.
Right, but I don't remember. And you don't remember either.
No. I mean, I don't know much about the woman. She's a fortune teller. Does that have anything to do with anything? Yes.
She's the reason. Okay. This is gonna be a bit weird. I went through when the alarm went off. I kind of went to the source of it, and I ended up reading through some of your stuff.
Oh, did you read the start?
Did I read the start?
Do you think Alta tried to flip through everything at least a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, she wants to get as much as she can, but I'm aware that she was kind of a bit rushed, I guess.
You see that there was a thing very at the start where he just would not stop talking about how beautiful Khaleesi was before they kind of split off.
Yeah, I kind of got those vibes. Yeah, but that's not the part that I'm trying to talk about.
All right, yeah, sorry, yeah. What is it?
You mentioned him seeing a fortune teller, and then because he was having nightmares, and he got quite distant after.
Yeah, Khaleesi. Listen, I get why you guys don't want to trust me, but I don't know. I'd sooner jump off the Sky Island than return to whatever I'm doing here, so I might as well fill you in. And it's up to you guys after, whenever you're done, if you want to leave me or bring me with. But Ecclesi was always a strange person, even more strange that at first he seemed so normal. He had, he was, physically he had like a look about him, but over time, the interesting thing was just that it didn't change. And he used to have he had these dreams, he had these nightmares, and he believed that the sea was mad at him. He would hear this screaming, and he would always wake up. But he couldn't remember what it was, but something was mad at him. There was some like madness. He felt like he was cursed. And he couldn't swim. He would sink, and we kept doing all the tests, and he didn't have a devil fruit. But then later in life, he had a devil fruit. And he was just so sick of the dreams that he ate one, and if he had two, then it would have killed him, and he had no way of knowing, other than our tests, if he had one or not. And he didn't, because he ate it, and it was fine. But he still couldn't swim, and the reason we took to the sky in the first place was because of his curse, and anytime we spent time in the water, he had these awful dreams. He grew kind of insane whenever he couldn't sleep for a while. But yeah, that changed whenever we ran into this fortune teller, the Echo woman.
Okay. Listen, I know you don't remember right now, and so I can't really, I guess it's not appropriate to get really mad about this, because you don't understand. But, by the time I leave Renua, I think you'll remember. I'll make sure that you remember.
Okay, all I can offer is the memories that I have. I get a lot of history. I
know.
Is there anything you need to know? If you're going to be running into him soon?
But, do you think there'd be a problem if you saw me?
I can only say that if I was there and you were sure of it, that I don't remember it. I'm not sure if the same is true for him. I don't know why I would be the only one who'd forget it, but it sounds morbid now. I'm continuing working with the man, and I'm latched down to him. And he's changed. He's not the same as he once was, but I think, given what he did to the other Sky Island, I don't think you were a special case that he threw you over, and I don't know if he would remember.
Okay, well, I guess that's good. Yeah, that's good. So, okay, thanks. So we're fine then.
We should be fine.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, I last spoke to him that time whenever he talked to Echo. I never really got to... I don't know much about her. She was the last person that joined our crew before we settled down and became a business, and I stayed down here and he stayed in the sky.
Okay.
All I know is she gave him a reading, and whatever the reading was, changed his outlook, changed his personality, and he's been up there since, playing whatever game it is that he's doing.
Okay.
I think if you guys fight him, you're going to need sufficient, overwhelming power. And I'm not sure what I have to offer. I would help you with some of my vehicles, but I think they're mostly destroyed now. Kind of asset-wise, have to start from scratch.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about the vehicles right now.
Just kind of like raises an eyebrow, confused, like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, well, right now I just need to see it. I know I should plan and all this stuff, and really, but I just need to see it.
I don't think he'll recognize you, so you should be able to take your time.
Exactly. So it's fine. We can figure something out. Okay, thanks.
Okay, they'll be coming down shortly.
All right.
If you guys would like, you guys can take a short rest in the wait.
Woohoo!
What we feeling?
Don't-
Well, but if I did one more, I could get to full. And then if after a long rest, I'd still be...
After a short rest, I can give you guys another health kit if you guys want.
Interesting.
I wouldn't mind.
I have 17 uses of health kit.
Go on, like... go on, like... Sure, you might as well.
That, or like...
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
This is for Ferrum?
That will get me up to full. We're so back.
Yeah, we're up to full.
This is for Alta.
Wonderful.
Damn.
Thank you so much.
How's Oddwood looking?
She's like close to full.
Would she like another one?
I guess she could roll one of her hit dice. She has some. Oh, okay. She gets Belladonna rushes over before she can take a nap, and
What?
touches her up. Yeah.
I didn't roll one.
Oh, I thought it looked like to me that you just rolled one as I said that.
You keep getting these delayed kind of.
See, I approve of this narrative.
Yeah, no, keep going. Like this still happened.
She can roll a hit die.
Can I go up to Belladonna while we're waiting? Miss Belladonna.
Yes.
I don't mean for this to come off in a way that's like kind of crazy, but like you're older than me, right?
Okay.
This seems like a really dense emotional thing to navigate. Should I be like doing stuff for Alta?
I mean, yeah, just like try and help out wherever you can, but just the best thing we can do is like listen to her.
I can listen.
Yeah, and if she's like, just like empathize with her, I suppose.
I'm writing this down.
I've never been the most comforting person, so I don't know if I'm the best person to ask.
Okay. Well, that means we can learn together.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I could ask Adwa, I guess. I don't know.
Something tells me she's even worse.
I don't know if Incus would know.
I don't think so either.
I look around the beach. Do you think Robert Rifle?
No. Oh man, we really need to get on the back. He's the only person in our crew who has any sort of emotional intelligence.
Wait. He might be near this island right now.
Oh yes, we should check.
I'm gonna ring and see.
Fizzles like no answer.
I kick at the sand.
Oh nah.
Where would he even go?
Underwater, probably. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you think?
I wish we could just somehow try and get the message out to him.
Do you think as warlords we could put something in the newspaper?
Yeah, but like, I don't exactly want to be like, hey, meet us here.
No, but like if we got in the newspaper, he'd know that we're alive.
Yes, that's true, but that also, I don't want him to think that we abandoned him.
Right. I don't know, one thing at a time.
Okay. Let's try and comfort Alta.
We're gonna be so brave, Belladonna. We have to be brave for her.
Do we have... Actually, I would presume I have the alchemy jug.
Yeah.
In my hat. Can I make some tea with it?
Sure. Make some tea.
I make a cup of tea and I give it to Alta.
Miss Donna? What's up?
I just, sometimes tea makes people feel better. Here you go.
Right. Thank you. Why are you running away?
I like to.
You run away?
Yeah, sure.
From what?
Get my steps up.
There she goes.
Audra comes in and like
You
puts her hand on Belladonna's shoulder and goes, Belladonna, what was it that you wanted to talk to Alta about? And then she
What?
grabs the alchemy jug and she pours Belladonna a cup of tea as well, and just kind of winks at her and walks away. You wanted to talk to Alta about something, yeah? Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on Rubber Rifle. I need to ask him a couple things too.
So you run away, but you walk towards. Noticing.
Are you really okay with, seeing Ecclesia again?
I mean, okay, well, it's not like I really have a choice in the matter, is there? So, yeah, it's fine.
Sure. I look over at Ferrum. Pour a cup of tea for Ferrum. Just, I think,
Miss Donna, are you having a stroke?
no.
Tea just makes her like that.
She's so old.
She's just trying to say, it's a big thing to do, and you got a whole crew supporting you, and I look back at Belladonna.
Right. Well, I never doubted that, Trevor.
And just, you can talk to us, and it's okay to be scared.
And we'll listen.
Yes, we
What?
will listen.
Okay.
What makes you feel better about things?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I try not to get down too much. What makes me feel better? Well, I used to, read through the old stories that my parents left me. I have them here.
Except like the three blind mice. That was one of them. And you open it and like you can see that in the illustration the three blind mice have like these wings scribbled on them. So they're the three blind winged mice. I just
God.
I used to think when I came down here with them, I thought in the Sky Islands. This is the version they sold in the shops, right?
Yeah.
The official localization is so, but that's how it was up there. But I guess I've realized recently, and this was something pretty silly to realize so late, is someone drew these wings in, right? Like my parents or whatever family I had, they drew these wings on these mice so I could feel seen, I guess. So I read through them because I guess it reminds me that even though I don't remember, there were people there that really loved me and cared about me enough to do something like this. But I don't know. The other night, I had the same dream as I always do, but I don't know. It wasn't right. And after I tried read like I used to, but it doesn't feel familiar anymore. It doesn't. I'm forgetting. I know I've forgotten everything already. I'm forgetting even more. So I guess I don't know what I do when I feel down anymore.
Right.
I'll figure it out. Thank you for Miss Donna. I'll just need to see it.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
After a while, after you guys are done talking, Incus is like hidden behind a tree kind of, and he's gesturing to Alta, the rest of you guys can't see, to come over.
Alta wipes away her tears and walks over because she's a strong, independent woman.
You seem to be having a rough time.
Oh, well, I've already talked to the others, so it's okay. What's up?
Well, I think that the thing you should do, and I know that I don't really like, I'm here for Zunisha, I guess, primarily, but I want to pay back the crew for everything they did. So I think that the thing you should do is you should cut this problem off at the stem and kill Ecclesi, and I just want to let you know that I am down to do it, whatever way you want to do it, or if you don't want to do it. Just think of me as like a little weapon on your side that you can point wherever you want, and I will try and help as much as I can, because it sounds like the Skylanders and the Minx have a little bit in common.
You don't have to pay me back for anything, okay?
I mean, like,
you're already pulling your weight around on the crew. I mean, have we had like a meal? We've had a meal on the ship by now, right?
Yeah, it's not like a multi-day travel to get there.
That work you did the other day as vice chef was really good.
Alta, my dream was to be the strongest soldier that the Minx had, the strongest in the military on Zunisha. I'm not happy with stacking plates as what I'm known for pulling my weight, okay?
You know what? Fair enough.
It's a fun job. That is not what I'm aiming for. If I can be one for the crew, I'd like to help you out with this, because it's my first big mission, and I don't know a lot about Zunisha either. I don't know a lot about Minx. The first Mink I run into, this guy, he seems to kill a bit of a dick.
Oh, I hope he wasn't Ferrum.
No, the first like adult guy that I didn't already know. You know?
Sorry.
No, I only really stayed around with Ferrum and them, but like that guy seems like a bit of a dick. But like, yeah, I guess like the rest of the crew are like pretty nice and good and planny. But if you ever like, if we're staying up there and like everyone's sleeping, if you ever want to like do something that the crew wouldn't be proud of, I'd be happy to sneak out and help you, and then like it'll be a secret, just in case it ever pops up.
Just yeah, I like to think that I don't have to resort I won't have to resort to that kind of stuff. With the Khaleesi, it's difficult, I guess, right? Because I don't really know. I'm not as smart as Miss Donna, but there's all this warlord politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't exactly do anything to each other. But I want to help Renua. I don't know if we can feasibly kill him, and I don't want to put my feelings above everything else. Jeopardize. I mean, this power we've got now. It can help. I mean, it can help all of us. It can help you and Ferrum, with Zoe maybe.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So I have to see it, and I have to decide. But I can't just decide something.
Yep.
Like killing him without.
Yeah. I mean, it's my opinion that we're gonna want to kill him because he seems like a bad guy. But I was just gonna say that I think for now, focus on making sure that the ride up goes smoothly. After that, I would say, plan of action. You should, I think the best way to beat an enemy is information, and you got to know about them. And it wouldn't be much point understanding Ecclesi without understanding your island. So I think while you're right, while we're warlords, we can't really hurt each other without him jeopardizing everything. And his plan revolves around being a warlord a lot more than ours. So I think take your sweet time and make sure you learn everything you need to know up there. Make sure you learn how your people work. I wish I stayed around in Zoe longer for that. And if the time comes and you think that you're ready to do it and you've seen everything and you've made your decision, take your time learning about Ecclesi too, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. Yeah, just don't let anyone pressure you into acting now, I guess.
So wise today, Ingus.
I've wanted to kill Makia for quite a while, and I was maybe a little too patient, but I just know that I would have got myself killed if I tried.
Yeah. Okay, I won't. I do maybe want to kill him, but I don't want to be selfish, but I think yours is a good plan. We'll wait and see. I've been waiting for ages. I'm hardly gonna go up there just to be lazy or anything, right? We'll get information.
Yeah, just make, if you're losing your memories, you gotta make good ones to fill the space. Just means you got more room, right?
Right? I've been saying this.
Exactly. So yeah, just gotta do that, and everything's gonna figure itself out. And he just kind of looks at you very seriously, puts a hand on both of your shoulders. He has to go on his tiptoes a bit. And plus, if we need any more firepower, you've got to trick up your CV. So we're totally gonna be okay.
Right? Yeah. And then we're gonna make it so you and Fairfair can have lots more memories on Zoe as well.
Well, I don't worry about that. That doesn't exist right now. It'll exist afterwards.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I don't want
don't
to
worry.
put stuff off.
Well, it's good to put it off now. I think we're gonna learn a lot through this. I think we're gonna come out winning, and we're gonna, I guess, save whatever there is to save up there. And if it's missing things, we'll make things. I think there's no point thinking about Xenatia and all that stuff now, because whatever our approach is going to be, it's probably going to change based on what we learn from this. So think of yourself for now, and I will be quiet, and I'll be good, and I will not cause any chaos until you give the go-ahead.
And I ruffle him on the head.
You ruffle him on the head. He is a little hesitant first, and then he kind of he leans into it, but then he looks like he's trying to walk away. And he's like, "Okay, well, I hope that it's nice having you on the crew, and I'm just trying to get to know everyone a bit more." So
nice having you on the crew too, Angus. I can't wait for dinner.
Like squints, he's like, "Yeah, okay. Well, I'll stack the plates nice, I guess then." I'll stack the plates nice. Okay. Whatever. He walks away all coffee.
Don't ask him then. Why do I try?
Yeah, okay, whatever. Walks off.
Alright.
You guys rejoin, and you hear a rumbling from the sky. it is the sound of an incredibly loud engine. You see a ship, a spaceship looking just like the Ferrum ships, but strangely like it's like got these metal sheets covering it like armor. And it slowly descends down into the water, and like a little rowboat that is like being super powered to look like a speedboat comes towards you guys, and these two people dressed in like knight's clothing with these kind of like typical like European knight helmets on, but they have this sheen to them whenever you look at them from the side of this like rainbow almost sheen, or like almost like an oil slick pattern that's similar to the renowned rock. They come to you, and you see that they have wings slotted out of the back of their armor. And you hear one, like a woman's voice, go, "We got the distress call. What has happened? I want to know everything."
Alright, before anything else, can I check these wings out?
Yeah.
Or do we have more fake wings on the horizon or what? What is that? Perception?
Perception or investigation, whatever's better. Probably perception, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, it is an interesting case. You can tell. This is weird. It's almost like extensions. There's some fakeness to these, but this person is a renown. They have real wings, and it almost seems like they've got like a fake like extension onto it on the end. I'm not sure what the purpose is, but these are definitely renowns that are here.
Yeah, I'll take a step back behind Belladonna.
Yeah, so we came to this island as we are friends with Mr. Rifle here, and we found him being attacked by these pirates, and I hold up the boar guy.
I've not seen this man before.
Yeah, he's one of these new ones coming around because of Roger's speech.
Classic. Well, it's good that you got one if they were getting close to making it up to Renault. Not many do. It's Skylands have the privilege of being undertouched by these things. Go ahead, dip him in the ocean.
Oh yeah, I guess I do that. I don't really.
See it. He looks exhausted. He's like his cheeks are like sunken in. His body is knackered. He's just this like pretty muscular guy with this brown slick back long hair. And he's got like a kind of like a, it's called like the cauliflower ear or whatever. Like I think rugby players, like boxers, get it, where it's kind of like inflamed.
Yeah.
And he's like a crooked nose that you can't tell if it was broken in the battle or not. But he looks like pretty beat up. He looks kind of like a boxer type of guy. And they're like, okay, no, I can. Points to like the other soldier here who's flipping through like a bunch of paper. No, I don't see any active bounties for this one. And you are the warlord, correct? Belladonna
Yes.
the Beautiful?
Yes.
Right. Well, we appreciate this favor. It's rare that warlords team up. Or, you know, cross paths in general. Is there anything... What were you coming to see Robert Rifle for? Is there anything we can help with? Or the rest of our team will get started with repairs?
We were hoping to visit Renewal. We were just in O'Clog, you see. We seen the circus.
Right. So the purpose of your visit be for the circus? Is there other...
Partially for the circus, but also, you know, we haven't actually met any other warlords as of yet. So, you know, I would like to... You know, we both do have to work for the government every now and again. I would like to start off on some positive report.
Excuse me a moment. Kind of like steps back, and Alta, you notice she like jumps over some rocks by like flapping her wings a few times and makes it up onto a boulder, and she's making a call. The other one just stands there and just goes, so, how is the warlord life be?
Well, you know, like I said, we've spent like the last couple of days in O'Clog, so we kind of missed the big hubbub with Roger. Kind of had to get the crash course when we came out.
Right.
But all in all, it's not been too bad.
Right, okay. Have you met any of the 5 elders yet? For a warlord meeting or anything?
We haven't actually, we had never met him, but there was this like tournament at the Nobles Pass that Garth Makia was like in the audience for, but we never actually got to meet him.
Right, okay. So none of you have been to Renault before, I take it?
No. I've never actually been to any Sky Island before.
Oh, well, it's beautiful. You'll love it. There's
I'm
a
excited.
shopping district. You'll find some locals there. There's the circus district is, of course, if you're only visiting for the circus, if you aren't warlords, you would unfortunately be restricted to that area.
I see.
There's these ruins on this one other part of the island that you can visit, and there's a sort of a makeshift museum there, I suppose.
A museum. Oh, I do love archaeology.
And then the base of operations for Ecclesia, of course, is in the red light district. That's where he makes his HQ is in there. The military sort of have like a branch off near there, so people like us, just the security for the island.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
He's a great man, though. You should. I'm glad you're looking to start on good terms. Warlords. I was scared that they would just be competing.
No, I don't really see much of a sense in that. I will be honest.
That's good. Well, he's big plans for the island, and he's already improved it so much. You won't have to worry about a thing when you get up there. There's I guess there's a hotel you guys could stay at. It's not the best. Of course, there's a lot of hotels up there for the celestial dragons that are staying there.
I see.
There aren't many up there right now. There's like a couple of rooms. You guys will probably have enough for your crew members in the standard hotel, but I imagine you'll be able to try the food, the shopping, and check out the ruins and things like that first. We'll figure something out. We'll make it more comfortable for you guys.
Oh, thank you. That was very kind of you.
This other person kind of like flies back over and comes down and just says, Ecclesia has given permission for you guys to board up. And he kind of looks over to Robert Rifle and just goes, Mr. Rifle, it is up to you if you want to come up to the island or not. Some of our people can tend to you, and you can stay down here as the repairs are being done. And he kind of just looks to like Belladonna, and he's like,
I hit him with the craziest puppy dog eyes.
He looks at Alta and he just kind of says, I think the crew had was it that they wanted me to come along for like to help with the tour, right? Was that it? And he just kind of like looks at Alta.
Yeah.
He's still quite dazed.
She nods, like a drowned kind of one of those drowned tiny dogs in the sink getting a bath.
They're more familiar with me, so I think it would be better to get a more personal tour of someone who knows the business inside out than someone who, the military. Be less of a watchful eye, and they're all kind of like, okay, that's fine, you can come up then, that's fine. Right, well, feel free to board the ship.
How big is this ship?
The skyship is like massive, it's like twice the size of your guys' boat.
Okay. So there's plenty of room for...
Yeah, it's mostly like people on, there's like cargo and like weaponry you can see. Like a lot of explosives and stuff like that. Like for cannons. And there's not many passengers here. It's essentially like a strike force that they've sent down in case they had to fight. You see these people all fight with like these very pristine long swords and like these swords and shields and stuff like this. They don't use any more modern weaponry, I suppose. Like nobody has a gun, anything like that. And you can't see like any of their faces. They're all wearing these helmets and things like that. They welcome you on. Do you guys leave room for the thing? Yeah.
I'm gonna make a bunch of like footsteps on the beach so that the pangolin can like step in them.
Yeah,
if that makes sense,
yeah.
without getting.
Yeah, he follows behind you, and you can kind of feel that there's like a presence like next to you in the chairs where he's sitting, and he just kind of like sits on the other side of him.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to do the honors? Who wants to set us into the sky? And they have this like big like pulley you can pull on, and it loads up to the engine. And this woman with the wings seems to be quite excited to like give one of you guys the honors of bringing you all into the sky.
I look at.
Who wants to do it?
I look at the Belladonna.
I'll do it another time when it's proper.
Okay. I guess I'll pull us up.
As you're going to like stand up to do it, Squeven comes out of your pocket and he's like, "Can I do it?"
Oh, yeah, sure.
All of them draw their
Whatever.
swords. What is that?
What? Hold on. It is just a hamster.
All right, okay. Sorry, I've never seen one.
I mean, he's like a bit of a devil fruity hipster, but like.
A hamster with devil fruit. That is quite a waste, but that's very funny.
No, he's a result of a devil fruit.
Ah, interesting. Okay, your hamster can pull.
Okay, go ahead, squeeze him.
And I don't. Okay, fine. He just like it's more awkward now because he just like you're still sat, and he just sort of psychically pulls it down, so it slowly pulls itself down, and you hear like a click go into place, and the engine starts whirring up. You see like some black smoke come out from the sides of the engine out into the sky, and you guys start elevating up into Renea. You guys see the island come into view after it's like a 10-15 minute like ride up into the air. Ooh, everyone but Alta, give me constitution checks.
Ooh.
Checks are the same.
That was a save. I apologize, but it's the same. So.
Crazy they don't even warn you.
Is this change in air pressure?
Yes, it is, to see how you guys deal with it. Belladonna, you're very lightheaded, but you do not need to breathe. So you sort of notice that the air is getting thinner up here, but you're getting a little lightheaded at just it's also quite cold.
I don't feel the cold.
Okay. Ferrum, you're feeling it's a little harder to breathe as well, but like you're fine. And as you are making it to the Sky Island, you see it. It is a very pretty big puff of like white cotton candy. It almost looks like at first, of these very fluffy clouds. That sort of from the top, it almost looks like pouring over them, like a full glass of water. Is these like liquefied clouds pouring over, and they rejoin the bottom of the clouds where they become more like gaseous. It seems like within the gaseous parts there are solid parts that would act as like the soil or the ground. You see that all of the main islands, there are about... It looks like there's a bunch of islands in here that are chained together artificially by like giant chains holding them together as if like they're kites that aren't to stop them from drifting farther apart. That it's a bunch of separated islands. You notice that each of these islands has a purple hue to the underside of it. Just like it almost looks like a bunch of LEDs are like stuffed within the island. There's just this purple hue to all of the underside of them. And they kind of bob up and down a little bit. And it seems like the one in the middle, like there's the biggest island is in the middle. And you see a very strong glow coming from the top of it. But you can't see because you're like still coming up from the bottom. It seems like this one is sort of holding some of the others up. Like it's like the main one, so if it goes up, it bobs up into the air, the rest of them follow. It's like its center of gravity. You get a top-down view as they kind of like go up and then let themselves lower down, because it's just easier as it moves up and down before they land. And you see that there are these rivers made of this like milky white cloud that are going through every district except the one the Celestial Dragons are in, which you can tell are these like huge fancy high-rise hotels. They look very modern by human standards, and they kind of look like you can tell they're not gold, but they give the impression of being made out of gold. And these they have almost a supernatural or like mythical look to them. So some of them look like they're made out of chrome, and some of them look like they're made out of silver and gold or like emerald. But you can tell it's some like lacquer that they've put on to just like brick to make it look fancier. And you see there's this like artificial rainbow behind the Celestial Dragons hotels, just kind of it seems to be almost like a little like Disneylandish, where like this, it doesn't look like anyone would think this is what an actual house looks like. It looks like what someone believes like a scene from like a comic would look like. You guys are lowered down there. Oh yeah, you see in the distance the area they're talking about, where there's this like huge, almost like casino like building, and within it there are these it seems very, I guess it's like more the evening when you guys are going up. It's got that hue of like red, the literal red light district going on it, and it seems very vacant, but you can tell one of the buildings is massive, and you would assume that to be Ecclesi's base. You guys lower down into where the military are, and Alta, give me a history check. I feel like you can make this one an advantage, perhaps. Just a little.
Can't you? Will this go better or worse than trying to... No, there's some things she has to do with her
own. Upon seeing this, there is as you lower down closer to the ground, there is a very familiar smell to this place. It smells like a mix of like fresh cut grass and the smell of like soil after it rains, or like leaves after it rains. It almost, you now are like brought back. You don't really like unlock any memories, but you remember this is what it smelled like, and like all the time. This is just what the Cloud Islands smell like. You also recognize that there is a blank portion of this map, essentially this island, that as you were revisiting this memory of Robert Rifle, there was a whole part of the island that was just sort of destroyed for resources, that it was packed heavy with them, and he destroyed it, and they, of course, couldn't bring it back or anyway. You recognize a blank spot, you recognize that is probably where you fell off, and you would remember that you'd wandered near there, and you were a little kid, so it wouldn't have been far, and the closest island to that is where the ruins are, which you would assume to be somewhere around where Alta's home was. Yeah, you guys are all kind of just taking in the sights as you are brought down into the military base. Not everyone now you can see around here are people with wings, but those with wings seem to have like quite elongated ones, and you see someone in here essentially enlisting to join the military that is also quite clearly a Runoan, but their wings look exactly like Alta's, just a normal size. They're just sort of doing paperwork in a line as there's drills happening outside. You guys are lowered down, you dock into the station, these almost like magnetic, almost like reverse anchors, like there's these two magnets that float up into the air and latch onto the ship and then like creak in and pull in the ship into its loading bay. And as it lands down, it lands very softly into some like liquefied cloud. You guys are let down and sort of like depressurizes the area of the inside of the ship, and they open the door. It is very bright. You can feel it is really cold on like your shoulders and stuff like that, as you're so far up off the ground that it would be freezing up here. But Alta, like a sensation you might have forgotten, or maybe it wasn't here before, was that the ground here is very warm, and it almost seems to balance it out. Essentially, you have the feeling of being like in a jacuzzi while it's snowing here, and it equalizes your body temperature, but it's also a very, especially because you're not used to it, it's a very nice, homely feeling. You guys, the door opens, you guys are being welcomed out, and that's where we'll leave the session.
More shopping. Shopping
More
district, you
shopping.
say?
Perhaps.